when I first saw drifting, it felt so anti-establishment because they weren't trying to wreck the car, but it was inconsequential, you know? Like it was, so for me, seeing these sort of little marks and chips on a car and whatnot reminds me of one of the coolest things I thought about drifting was that it spoke so much to the owner's character. Yeah. That they were there for a purpose. To have fun, not to create a rolling handbag.
Yeah. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the After Hours podcast with Faction Motorsports. Today is a really, really good one. My buddy Jack from Hit and Run Drift Club came out to America and spent a bunch of time on the West Coast and then shot over to the East Coast and hung out with us for like 4 days straight. We did pretty much nothing but fun shit. We went and saw a concert the night he got here. We went to New York City, grabbed food. We went up to the mountains. We shot guns, and we ended it with some drifting. So it was pretty much the best experience I could offer Jack. And on this podcast, we pretty much just talk about his experience in America so far and his traveling. We do cover some of the hit and run lore that has been, hit and run has been an OG drift team since I started drifting. So it's interesting to talk to someone who was basically on the other side of the world, but he was there exactly when we were, getting into drifting. So it's really interesting. There's a lot of differences and there's a lot of similarities between us. And even like small details like having different wheels in the back of the car than the front of the car, he has a different take on that than I do. So it's really interesting to see, even though the styles of drifting were pretty similar, the take on them were different. Definitely an awesome conversation, probably one of my favorites in a while, and enjoy. Before jumping into this, please check out our sponsors. East Coast Drift School, of course. They got you covered when it comes to getting your seat time in at Raceway Park, located in Englishtown, New Jersey. You're going to want to talk to Chris Knapp over there. Check them out on Instagram. That's the fastest way to get in touch with him. Limitless Auto Fab for all your vehicle's bash bar needs. What is a bash bar? That's the thing that you crash into your friends with. It's going to be on the front of the car and the back of the car. So they produce a bunch of them for different vehicles, and they also produce catch cans. So check them out on our website. Chase Bays has always got some new and helpful products in the works when it comes to braking, power steering, and oil systems. Check them out at chasebays.com. RAMSTEAD MFG, of course, the wheel fitment tool that we've been selling like hotcakes here at Faction Motorsports. So if you want to check what wheels fit your car before you buy them, this tool is essential. It's $100, super easy to use, and it is available on FactionMotorsports.com. Wrecked Magazine, the best way to keep up with the drifting subculture. They sell actual print magazines that come out quarterly. The new one has just been released. We have them being shipped to the shop right now. They will be here before you hear this. So check out our website if you want to purchase one of those, and check out wreckedmagazine.com to subscribe. And of course, AG1, the easiest way to help keep your body working the way it should while wrenching on your car or having a crazy weekend like I just had with Jack. So I took AG1 every morning, and it definitely helped me stay on the path while we were staying up till 3 a.m. every night. All the links are in the description below, and enjoy the podcast. Just a reminder, we are giving away products every month over on FactionMotorsports.com. Every $5 spent gets you 1 entry. Faction Motorsports merch and products get you double entries. For our raffle this month, we are giving away a stopping power package valued at $1,000. What this package can include are front and rear brake pads and rotors, brake lines, and fluid of your choosing. As long as the parts you choose are ones that we carry and are within the $1,000 budget, you are good to go. Stopping is one of the most important parts of racing. Most people think it's all about acceleration and suspension, but stopping power is what makes or breaks a fast lap time. And in drifting, brakes are used in a few different ways, such as using them to get a car to induce oversteer, panic braking to avoid a crash, and most importantly, using them while in tandem drifting in order to get as close as possible to the car in front of you. If you guys are interested in upgrading your braking system this July, head to FactionMotorsports.com and spend at least $5 to get entered. Yeah, I forgot. Jack's got like some crazy ear issues because he just goes to concerts all the time.
Yeah, that's a true story. It's not a crazy issue, but I got just the tinnitus. Yeah. But you sort of look back and thought, like when it happened, I'm like, you know what? Been going to gigs and riding dirt bikes and riding noisy cars forever. Like you gotta something's gonna happen. Yeah.
Did you like realize it yourself, or did you go to a doctor and realize it?
No, I realized it. I remember the day it happened.
Okay.
It was a party. Yeah.
Oh wow!
Yeah,
What the fuck?
yeah, absolutely.
Just try to keep this thing like, and you can move it around.
That's fine. Yeah, no problem.
Try to keep it like as close as you can. Yeah.
But no, when it happened, I figured I was what I tried to tell myself is a lot of people get this from like digging concrete out of the ground for work or something.
I like jackhammers and stuff.
Yeah, and I'm like, man, well, I got it from drift cars and Berlin techno parties. So at least I have a story to tell.
Wait, what day did that? We're kind of rolling right now anyway, so we'll just go into it. But when did that happen? When did you realize that you lost your?
I think I've probably damaged it a bit over time with cars. Always like straight pipe cars a little bit. So sometimes it would happen, and then for like the next day or two, I'd be hearing the ringing. Okay. But then I was in Berlin. And my brother was visiting, and I wanted to show him a really good day. This is last year. Yeah. And there's a thing called the Love Parade on, which is supposedly the biggest street festival in the world. Okay. That's what they say. I think Brazil probably has something to say about that. But but it was a massive day, and my brother and I partied all day. They've basically converted double-decker buses into street nightclubs. And there's no regulation on this, right? Yeah. So like they're covered in speakers on the outside. Your hair's flying when you walk. Really? Legit. And everyone just sort of parties behind these buses that drive like 1 kilometer and do a loop and come back. And you can't even move. And there's like 15 of these buses driving. Holy shit. So we did this from like 10 a.m. till about 6 p.m. all day. And I remember like you couldn't even talk. You got to talk and like you lose your... Yeah. Yeah, like you can't hear your own voice. It's a strange thing. Are people just deaf over there? Like how do they survive this? Know. Well, I mean, I think my ears might have survived that. But then I got home back to our apartment in Berlin from that. And my girlfriend came home from work because she's a tattoo artist. So she was working on a Saturday, right? And she gets back from work and then she's like, sees we've been out all day and she has FOMO and she's like, I want to go out, So my brother's visiting and we're thinking, well, we should take him. What a ridiculous story. Yeah. And like much of my life, especially with cars, starts with me selling it to myself in that way. Okay. Like it's going to be a good story. For the memory, right? Yeah, yeah. So then we took him to like probably one of the more notorious nightclubs in Berlin, Berghain, and did the whole night there. So I think my little ears copped like probably like 16, 20 hours of just, yeah. So the next day you just heard ringing? Yeah. I still hear it now. Kind of like when you leave a concert. Yeah. It just never goes away. Oh my God. Yeah. And it just stays there forever. Yeah, apparently, yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. So then we went shooting the other day when you were here. Yeah, that was fun though. And we were like, Malcolm, we went shooting and Alex had like suppressors and whatnot. And he was like, yeah, you don't even need hearing protection for this. And he shot one, you just hear Jack, you go, yeah, I'll take the hearing protection. Because it was like that first shot or whatever. But and I'll be the last guy to do that sort of stuff normally. But like I said, I don't really begrudge it. Yeah, I look at, I've lived a noisy life. And I think that now like, I'm coming up on 40 next month, and it's like, if that's the only thing wrong with me, like I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, that's pretty good. Yeah. I mean, I've already noticed like hanging out with you for the last few days, it's like, and you mentioned it earlier when we went to go get food, you're like, Australia is kind of a health conscious like place. Yeah. Right? Yeah. Yeah. And I was like, well, you're in the opposite of that right now. So yeah, like it's a very different world I've just spent the last few months in Europe. Yeah. And like, everyone, including me, is smoking cigarettes over there, like nonstop, In Australia, I don't know if you even see someone doing that. That's interesting. And like in Australia, so much of your life is spent in the sun or in the bush or on the beach. I mean, I guess in coastal Australia anyway, that you kind of have to be. It'd be stranger to be not somewhat minorly conscious about that. That's so interesting. I wish America was more like that. Over here, almost everyone is obese, so that's the first problem. Mm-hmm. So like, do you notice any weird things when you're over here, like looking at people? Are you like, oh, everyone looks kind of big, or no? I wouldn't say everyone, but you've got some. I've seen some good ones. You got some. But I think that maybe the drift scene would be better in Australia if people were less health conscious. Really? Yeah, well, it'd be more fun. Yeah, it'd be more fun. Yeah. Until you got like that big dude that can't get in the seat. That's true. I mean, I've had that. Yeah. When I was doing thrill rides, okay. Yeah. Oh, you call them thrill rides? Well, that's like where we used to drive quite a lot. It was actually really cool. Almost every second or third week. It was a great time of our lives. There was an event where like, if you've got like an uncle or something that's got a birthday and you buy them like a ride around a race car track in a NASCAR or something, right? They did that for drifting.
That's fucking
so
awesome.
you could pay $99 and you could get 3 laps in a drift car, you know.
Man, maybe we should like take this part out because we need to do this.
And
This is a really good idea.
It's busy, right? And and they had like a drift school attached to it, so you could pay like $500 and they'd teach you how to drift. You know, and you just do some donuts around cones. Anyway, the deal they had for us and for like many other local drivers was you can come along, you can bring your car, you can drive for free all day. You just need to like take passengers for a part of the day.
Okay.
And it was just a car park layout, very similar to what we saw.
Yeah, Raceway Park.
Yesterday. And yes, it was interesting though. Like some of the people, because this is not drifters you're taking for
just random
guys.
people.
You know, some of them don't fit so good in the seat.
Oh no.
One of the best ones, and like bless them, because like they're nervous. You know what I mean? And like you're trying to make them have a good time and get them excited and stuff.
Yeah. But they got to put on the harness
So
too.
you got to make it. You got to help them without making them feel worse than they already feel, because they're like scared, man. They're getting in a race car for the first time. And like, they should be scared if they knew that it's built in, you know, our backyards, right? Like, but like the funniest one I remember is one of my mate's cars, one of the other team drivers. He had a passenger getting in, and this guy had his open face helmet on upside down.
No.
Yeah, it was like,
it was like almost blindfolding him.
Yeah,
that's amazing.
No, it was more. I wouldn't say blindfolding. It was more just sitting on the top of the head.
Okay.
Like, yeah.
Dude, I'm thinking about that now. I'm like, that's actually a really good idea.
But it was fun, man, because it was like basically a free test and tune.
So you guys would just do that all the time?
Yeah.
How long did they do that for?
I think they did that for years, but we did it for a couple of years straight.
Yeah.
Great for tandem practice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Damn, so they would do tandems too.
Yeah, that was the deal.
Okay.
Everything was tandem, yeah. Wow. So
that is really cool though. $100 seems like a good fucking deal, honestly.
Yeah, although I had one was a heartbreaker, right? So I had like a 180 SX, the car we spoke about.
The first one you had?
Yeah, the one I had for a long time.
Yeah.
And by the time that I was doing this through ride stuff, the car was pretty cool. It was like glitter paint, Type 3.
Yeah.
Like 1JZ Jericho, really flashy. And everyone, like, quite often you see people in the line and they'd be like, I want to go in that one.
Yeah, yeah.
And that was probably one of the cars people were more interested in going in, you know, especially girls, because it was purple, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
But I also had like a street JZX 100, which I loved that car more than anything, way more than the 180, right? But it was kind of normal. It was white, Vertex, AVS, simple car, full interior.
Yeah.
And people weren't so excited to go on that one, you know, because to normies, that's...
Yeah, unless you're a car person, like you're probably not going to get that.
And I remember one guy got in and like, he must have a different social filter to me, because I can't imagine saying this, but he just like looks around the interior and like, it's pretty cool, man. It's JZX 100, nice old worn, Nardi.
Yeah.
I think Greddy shift knob, D-Max floor mats, bride fixie, like a, you know.
Proper street car.
Yeah, and he looks around and he has this like scrunched up look on his face and he's like, it's so normal.
Yeah, it's a normal fucking car.
That's what he's with like just such disappointment in his voice. Yeah.
Well, or maybe he's shocked, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, this was more disappointment.
Really?
Not even thinly veiled.
What the fuck? Yeah. That's so crazy. Yeah, because to me, I'd be like, I feel like people would get in our cars and be like, oh, you don't really need anything?
Yeah.
Like you could just drift a normal car?
Yeah.
It's like, well, yeah, pretty much.
What about you? Can you remember the first time you went in if it was a street car or a track car?
Oh, I know exactly when I went drifting for the first time. Yeah. It was, we definitely told this before, but it's, I didn't bring you to the spot. I brought you to a different spot, but this one is like about a third of the way down to the track. Mm-hmm. And it's a big lot. And there's like a back section that for like 18 wheelers and everything. It's right by the airport actually. Mm-hmm. And my friend said, oh, these guys are going drifting, you know, this weekend. They said we can come check it out. I was like, okay. So I come check it out. I don't know all of them, but I know like one or two of them. And they're like, oh, he's like, get in my car. And I just remember I get in the car. We start driving towards a fence. Like it's like a 90-degree turn.
Yeah.
But it's a big turn, you know what I mean? Like it's not like a really sharp 90-degree turn. It's kind of wide. So you could drift around it.
But you're still looking at this wall and this guy's accelerating.
Dude, I'm just looking at this fence with like, it's got like a cover on it. So you can't even see through it. So you don't know what's behind it. Yeah. But you just fly and he's just shifting second. I don't know if he got the third, but like it felt fast. just chucks the car into it. I was like, oh my fucking God. And we just go through the turn. And from that moment, it was over.
Oh, for you, it clicked.
100%. Yeah. I was like, I'm doing this.
Really?
Yeah. Like I'm buying a car. I'm drifting. Yeah. 100%.
Unreal.
And I'm glad I can remember that because my memory sucks. But yeah, dude, it was weird. I can remember vividly like doing that. And it was actually a Sil 80 too.
Oh, really?
It was a 240 with a Silvia front.
I'm sorry to hear that.
Yeah. Yeah, because you have one too, right?
Yeah.
But you don't do you not want a Sil 80 or is it just
no, it's an old team car. And it came as a Sil 80. So I've just kept it like that.
I remember now,
yeah.
Were you're gonna put it back to 180?
Yeah, all the parts are there and whatnot.
I kind of want you to leave it as a
I don't know. But they just look, I mean, sorry if anyone,
no,
I'm not dragging it, right? But like proportionally, I don't think it looks good.
It doesn't
think the
look
front
great.
looks wider than the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Could you bring up some photos, Malcolm, from his Instagram just so we have them? Because I want to.
Shit, you might have to dig pretty deep for that.
You have. I went through your Instagram before, and you do have some photos of cars. So like we could just go through and see. Because I want to see. You've told me so much about your life over the last 4 days, but like I want to see what the cars were that we were talking about. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Like I have all these thoughts, but I can't match the car.
Well, I don't have them on Quick Draw.
No,
Like,
he's gonna bring them up.
You gotta
but I don't
accept my follow.
Oh yeah.
Sorry about that.
Get his phone in.
It's outside.
Yeah, you want to? Let's just do it.
I'll get it.
Yeah, just
I'll
grab
get
your phone real quick. It's not a big deal. Sorry, everyone. We want to be able to get some photos for the podcast. But little recap, just in case you didn't hear the intro to this podcast that I'm going to record. Jack is here from Australia. He's on Hit and Run Drift Club, and he's just visiting. He's traveling the States right now. He was in Europe for a bit, and we were like, we got to get him on the podcast because he's been telling me a lot of fun stories this past weekend. East Coast Drift School, which is located in Englishtown, New Jersey, is a driving school that offers a more private and intimate environment for learning how to drift. Whether you're someone who has countless drift events under their belt or someone who has yet to kick a clutch, East Coast Drift School is a great place to pick up some seat time and improve your drifting abilities. Be sure to follow East Coast Drift School on Instagram. Feel free to message them directly for pricing and availability as well. You can find them on Instagram at East Coast Drift School. Chase Bays has been a household name in our industry for over 15 years now, supplying us with tons of fluid power products such as power steering cooler kits, oil catch cans, engine oil coolers, hydraulic handbrake kits, and of course, their dual piston brake booster delete kits, which fit a wide variety of vehicles. The core values of Chase Bays is function, simplicity, quality, and aesthetic. All their products are user-friendly and easy to install, while of course looking the part. The quality of their products has only increased over the years, and now with Front Street Drift Club being a sponsored team of Chase Bays, you can guarantee the products are stress-tested as well. You can check out Chase Bays' product and place your orders directly over on chasebays.com. Don't worry, you can delete Malcolm afterwards.
Yeah, you could block me after.
No, you get the follow back.
I got to talk to you about Berlin too.
Yeah. You're the one with
Michael Jackson.
Michael J. That's a great. It's great. I saw him live once.
No.
Yeah.
Are you dead ass?
Are you
history
serious?
Tour, yeah.
We're big Michael Jackson fans.
History tour.
What?
No.
In Sydney, but I was a child, and I really liked Michael Jackson.
We love Michael Jackson.
Yeah, you should have it now.
That's great. How young were you? Probably.
Well, I
11?
mean, history tour would have been like pre-2000, right?
I think right before.
Yeah, so like around that age, but it was I was really into him, and I think my mum and dad were like, they love music, and I think they were trying to really encourage that I was into an artist, that they knew of.
Cool.
So they got us. It was like second or third row seats.
Oh my God.
So there was one shot when it like at the history tour, I forget which song, when it like pans across the crowd, and you can see me like dancing on my seat to that.
Yo, what?
Yeah.
What the hell?
It's funny you bring that up because I was going to ask you about Michael Jackson the other day because I was like, I wanted to get your opinion because I didn't know what, and that's like the best thing I've ever heard.
Yeah, that's a really specific thing to want your drift friends.
Well, you know what?
I understand it matters now. Right?
He's really popular right now because of the movie and everything.
Oh, yeah.
So like we see Michael Jackson everywhere right now for the last like what 4 months, 3 months. Yeah. So I was like, oh, that's Michael Jackson's kind of a phenomenon here.
Yeah,
it's like he's massive. Oh. So I was like, oh, let me see what Jack thinks about like our biggest pop star ever.
Well, I noticed that half the plane is watching that movie.
Yeah.
Right here. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, it was definitely Michael Jackson was a big deal, man. He died the day I graduated high school.
Really?
And I didn't care about anything else other than him dying that day. I was like, fuck.
Yeah, I remember when he died, I spoke to my dad, who was a big fan too,
Yeah.
right? And he was a tough guy. But he said he couldn't get out of bed that day.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was just like that bad.
Oh my God, he was a big fan.
It was a big day when it happened, you know.
Is the mic close enough, Malk, or no?
Yeah, I just bring it
sorry,
up.
I can talk closer,
Just move it
But
wherever
yeah, I
you go.
apologize with the Instagram stuff. I don't really post car
So he's got it
stuff
up here,
a whole
right
lot,
here.
right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, this is actually how this car is a very, very early team car. So my friend Billy, he imported this right back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
Like Billy was probably first or second wave drifter in Australia.
Okay.
So he was, we all came like a little bit later, but he was just that sort of 5 or so years older than the rest of us.
Yeah.
And so this car was very much of the era of like initial Drift Australia, like Oran Park.
And that's like early mid 2000s.
Yeah, so say like when listeners would know Alexi, for example, when he was in the Sydney scene.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this car goes back like a long, long, long way.
Dude, this car looks great though.
Well, this here is that's Billy in the background.
Okay.
And you know Dylan.
Yeah.
In the foreground. So this is actually the day that I picked this car up. That's how it came from him. It had been sitting for 12 years under like 1 inch of dust.
Oh wow.
Yeah, with a blow-on engine. Yeah.
Oh
here it is
that's
right?
sick.
Yeah, and we had to move like, it was a funny because this car looks like a wreck, and then Billy's Lamborghini is sitting next to it. You know, like, but the thing was sitting like this. It basically blew up nearly 15 years ago, and then it sat. And I don't know if you've had a customer or someone bring in a car that sat for that long before.
Yeah,
but
probably.
you cannot keep anything.
Yeah.
Like fuel lines, fuel tank, every piece of rubber,
rotted too.
everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. The car is good. The body's good.
Oh, you said he lived near the water too.
It's a waterfront property. Yeah.
Yeah.
So and then the thing looked cool, but it was as close to a full rebuild as you can get.
So that front under the intercooler, you have like a splitter right there, or he had a splitter right there.
He had one. Yeah.
Was that just for airflow?
I think it was because genuine D-Max Type 3 was so hard to come by,
bro,
that he was probably trying to keep it alive.
Oh, okay. Go back to the other photo, Malcolm.
Yeah. Yeah.
So maybe it was like
the car actually had a full timber splitter and everything everywhere. Yeah, before
we tried doing that too at one point, and then it became more damage than good.
Really?
Yeah. Like we used a skate light from like ramps.
Oh, true.
And that was Chris Nazzaro's idea, but from Front Street. But we tried mounting it to our cars and like trying to protect the bumper.
True.
But they were so low that like you'd slam on something on the street, and then the mount would like fuck the frame rail up.
No way.
Yeah, we got rid of it.
It's like those big bash bars that just push the impact back into the chassis and make your day worse.
Yeah, I was like, we ran it for a little bit. We did protect bumpers, but it wasn't worth it. But I was like looking at that splitter. Yeah. That's something you don't really see in the States. Like people don't go out of their way to like.
Yeah, he just would have made that. But the thing is, I got rid of the timber thing right away because personally, I kind of like if the fiberglass is going to get cracked or whatever. I like a little, as Dylan calls it, like drift patina.
Yeah,
you know, like
100%.
It has to be. That's what brings personality to the car.
Yeah, that's what we were talking about yesterday too. When we were at Raceway Park and looking at the cars, and I remember you went to Carl's car and you were like, "This is nice that it's all broken." I feel the same way.
Yeah, he thought I was coming at him or something, and I was like, "Nah," because it's a different sort of broken. That car is like, you can tell it was high effort. Like it's beautiful color.
Yeah.
It's got BN Sports. It's got some stickers. Everything's nicely put together. Nice, wing and all the rest. But then it's got a little mark or two on it. You know? And for me, my most formative years when I fell in love with drifting, that was a big part of it. Was seeing these cars that were perfectly imperfect.
Yeah,
like they had tire marks and broken fiberglass.
I feel like
chipped paint and cable ties.
Yeah, it's like a drift car. It looks its best. Well, two stages, because we were talking about the Z right now, how it's before paint. But the best stage is after it's all been put together and it's perfect, and then maybe like 3 events in that, I think is the perfect
they start
stage.
to get a soul.
Yeah, because it's like, okay, now you can actually tell this person drives a car.
Yeah. And for me, I mean, it's not even so much for me about proving if a car's driven or not driven. It's just that I didn't get into drifting till I was about 21, right? I'd already spent
Me too.
4 years building other cars,
Yeah.
your street cars and stuff. And so in the regular car world, the street car world, show car communities, drag racing, whatever, a car is like either perfect or it's not. Like they want to have the best possible paint, the best panel. You don't want anyone to lean on your car, damage it, whatever.
Yeah.
When I first saw drifting, it felt so anti-establishment because they weren't trying to wreck the car, but it was inconsequential, you know? Like it was, so for me, seeing these sort of little marks and chips on a car and whatnot reminds me of one of the coolest things I thought about drifting was that it spoke so much to the owner's character that they were there for a purpose.
I think
to have fun, not to create a rolling handbag.
Yeah, definitely. Like when you go to car shows, all the cars are just mint, and you're like, it's like when I was telling you about, I had that Subaru at one point, and then I just got rid of it. And one of the reasons why I got rid of it was because it was too annoying to like have something and like takes. You don't want anyone to touch it. You don't want to even give people rides home because you're like, I don't want you to do anything to the car. Like, I was like, dude, I'm getting rid of this car. It's not fun. This isn't fun.
I did that too. My first, well, not my first car, but my first car I loved was like a VL Turbo, which is like an Aussie domestic, kind of like a Buick Grand National.
Can we look this up? I want to see this.
Yeah, look up Calais, like the wine, and then Turbo.
Yeah, I always like, because you've been naming a lot of Australian cars this weekend, and I'm like, what do these look like? I love that car though. I actually don't want you to make it a 180. Like with the front.
I'll keep the front. We'll do something with that.
I like that Sylvia front.
So this was the first one that I built.
Oh, wow.
So mine was white, just like the one in the middle. And these come with an RB30 turbo Nissan engine factory.
What?
Yeah, 6-cylinder, 3-liter turbo.
Wait.
Yeah.
So does Holden just like put random engines in cars? Because they...
LS2. Yeah. Not always, but I guess like small Australian manufacturer isn't always going to make its own engine.
Yeah,
right?
so they're okay. So they just take engines from other manufacturers sometimes.
So this was like imagine like an R31 Skyline.
Yeah.
If you know that, but with a domestic shell, and our ones came with the option for like turbo manual LSD.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
And
this is crazy.
Yeah, and like they with an exhaust and intercooler would make like 280 wheel horsepower easily.
Yeah.
In the 80s, you know.
And what engine was it again?
RB30, single cam, 3-liter RB.
So no turbo.
No, and with turbo.
And turbo.
Factory T3 turbo too.
RB30 with a turbo.
Yeah, look up RB30 ET.
Yeah. So that's just when it was a single cam. Okay.
This is the motor. That's a non-turbo one, yeah. So do you know like when Americans just learned about GTRs last year or something?
Yeah, literally.
And now,
Well, to me, I literally just learned about that engine right now.
Well, whenever you see the big GTRs and they're like 3.2, 3.1, this is where the block comes from.
Really?
Yeah.
So they've been using the same block.
Yeah.
Damn.
It's the 3-liter RB block, yeah.
So they left the bottom end the same. They just did a dual cam cylinder head, and I guess they changed the cylinder heads.
Do you not have like high-end RB drift cars here? They
Not
don't use
really. No.
Because in Oz to have we call it an RB 2530, where you put a 25 head on a 30 bottom end.
And by here, I mean in this shop, but in the States, I'm sure there's people that are doing it. Yeah. We don't see a lot of RB cars, and man, there's people really love JZs here.
They're better.
Yeah.
In every way, yeah.
Yeah. So I like RBs. I think they sound cool, but we don't see too many of them, especially with drifting around here. No one's putting RBs in. I think back in the day they did, because it was like you could buy an SR20, or if you spend another $1,000 or $2,000, you could get an RB.
Yeah.
Now, they're both fucking super expensive.
Yeah,
and
true.
GTR engines are crazy.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah.
So now people are just throwing SR.
It also takes a lot of hard work, I think, to make an RB live.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't really want to stay.
That's what people say.
On this mortal plane, yeah.
Like the oilings and all that. Like
it wants all its oil to just leave the engine. It just wants to come up the top and just shoot out wherever it will. Yeah.
That's what I hear. So I think that's why people like JZs a little bit more too. Yeah. But it's very interesting that the bottom end was made in the 80s and they kept that all the way.
Yeah, I mean, in the glory days of this, and with a lot of drifting and whatnot, you could get the non-turbo bottom end, which would cost you all of one case of cheap Aussie beer from someone. And you could, without changing anything, slap a 25 head on, and the compression ratio would come out perfect for turbocharging. Right?
Okay. That's awesome.
And then you could make 400 wheel on pump,
Yeah.
and it would just go for a long time. Yeah.
That's another thing with you guys. The power levels, I feel like we're just always higher over there. Like,
Yeah, I think that I don't know why that is the case. But
Yeah.
It's just,
yeah, we were trying to figure it out, but I don't think we got anywhere with that. I was like, I don't know why. Because I told you it was like 300 was kind of like the number for us. Like we always wanted 300 wheel horsepower. We were like, that's a good number. Like you're not going to, go through too many tires, but you're still going to be able to have fun with a decent amount of people. Like until you get to like 500 horsepower cars, then
but 500 feels so good though, right?
Yeah, like that's the thing. I've never really drifted a car with that much power.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I need to experience that.
Well, maybe we will tomorrow. So,
Yeah, that would be crazy if you
in a Jersey thunderstorm, no less.
Yeah, I would. Yeah, that would be interesting. But it's right-hand drive too.
Oh yeah.
I'm gonna be fucked up.
You're not driven that before?
Not really. No, I don't even think I've driven it, but I've never drifted it.
I tell you, like I was really scared of that the first time I drifted left-hand drive, which was a few months ago in France.
Yeah.
But by the second corner, I just forgot that I was even in a car. However, on the street, I can't reverse park for shit, man.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to help me. You know
Oh,
what
yeah,
I mean?
it is
I'm
fucking
going to hit the
weird.
curb, So,
Yeah, I
so
can
I
see
think it's
that.
not that bad.
I remember. I think I drifted maybe Chris's car. I drifted in a parking lot or something. I remember going for the handbrake with my right hand, and I slammed the door card. So I remember that. I don't know what car I was in, but yeah, I must have tried it once. It's a different feeling, but I feel like it's like riding a bike. Like you're gonna get it.
Oh, I thought you were saying you're gonna fall off.
No. It's like riding a bicycle is like it's like so simple. Like you're gonna get the hang of it.
It's funny you say that about punching the door card because when I first met Julian in person, he came over to drive an event at Rayleigh Raceway, and he was lent a car to drive for that event, right-hand drive. I think his first time. And he came out the first time and said the exact same thing. As like, I just keep punching that door card every time.
That's just the natural habit because you go and you're like, fuck, I'm on the wrong side. And then you got to go to the other side.
Yeah.
So but like after a couple laps, I think you'd be fine.
Yeah, you'd be okay. I think,
How did you and Julian meet? Like, how do you meet all those guys?
I think actually we were probably internet friends before regular friends, which I think is one of the coolest parts of drifting.
Yeah.
You move around and
the internet is a big part of this culture, I feel like.
It might be like the only good part of the internet these days, is the specific niche of drifting, making friends. So I think that this is way back when he had the S14 with the 1JZ.
Mm-hmm.
And I think the like really, really early days, the car wasn't even painted at this stage and stuff, I think.
Yeah.
And I think we had the similar styles of cars to what that was back then, like big wheels and low and
not to mention the 6-cylinder in the front. Thinking of Julian with a 6-cylinder in the front now sounds weird to me.
But I wish that car was still around.
Me too.
But I think that he started chatting quite a bit with Jay-Waz, who was one of our team drivers.
Okay.
Probably.
I think I follow him too.
Probably the most famous hit and run car.
Yeah.
The one with the giant KFs and the huge wing.
Yeah,
and the black and grey. And
I know
one
that
of the
car.
brothers, Silady as well.
Okay. Yeah, those two guys were brothers and they both had like similar cars.
Yeah. One had the 1VR or the S13 and one had the Silady. Yeah.
Okay, I remember
both
that.
The giant wheels and everything. Yeah. And the big Country Labs wings.
Yeah.
Which we were the only ones in Australia, I think.
I'm sure you were. Yeah. That was like an American thing, I feel like.
Yeah, I went to FD Long Beach and I saw George with the FC.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I saw his car and I was like, I got to get this wing somehow. I know it seems it's probably an on the nose stylistic choice in 2026, but back then in whatever it was, that was pretty cool.
Was pretty cool. I remember. Yeah. It's like nowadays we think about it and we're like, I don't know. But yeah.
They were tough. Like that wing. I mean, I put the FC one on because that's what George had on his. Problem is George had an FC. Yeah. So the first time I drove it, not even on the track, the first time I towed it to the track, it just buckled the whole boot. Just like bent the whole boot. Yeah,
on the edge. Yeah.
But anyway, so Jay-Waz started chatting to Julian, I think, online.
Okay.
I think just because they had similar styles of cars or whatever.
Yeah.
And I probably interacted with him maybe once or twice, but nothing major. But then they came over to drive this event as guests, Ryan and Julian, and also Michael from D-Magic.
Oh yeah.
But I think before he'd ever done a livery before. They and Phoebe came too, and they came to visit and they stayed with us for was actually like when you just click and it was just like instant. We were just like instant best friends. And it was very, very difficult when they left. It was quite emotional almost because it was like we don't know if or when we'd ever see each other again.
Yeah. That's a big trip.
Yeah, and we didn't do much car stuff. We just drove that one event. The rest of the time we just hung on the beach and just chatted and
Did Australia things?
yeah.
Hang out with kangaroos?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, there are. You can see off the back of my workshop.
Really?
You can see wallabies, yeah.
What the fuck?
Which is like a kangaroo, but a bit smaller, not quite.
I wanted to
as-
tell you this when you first got here, but I want to save it for the podcast.
Mm.
The most I know about Australia is just the Mary-Kate and Osland movie or whatever. What was that movie, Malcolm? You remember that? Mary-Kate and Ashley? Look it up real quick.
I don't think I know this one.
What is it called? Hold up. I forget. My sister had all these Mary-Kate and Ashley movies.
Our lips are sealed.
Yes, that's all I know of Australia is that fucking movie. So they visit from America and they do like the whole thing where they're just going.
Oh, they're in Sydney. I can see.
Yeah. So that's all I know. I remember that building. What is that building you got there?
The Opera House.
The Opera House.
What's the IMDb rating on this one?
Probably fucking 0.
5.2.
Yeah. Honestly, not probably one of their best.
Dude, this movie was sick. It was so stupid.
And the kangaroos made a feature.
Oh yeah, kangaroos, surfing. It was just like random shit.
Yeah, I guess there's not much
Go to
else
photos.
it,
Go to
yeah.
photos.
Where is that?
I don't know. Probably not here. I think these girls are just crackheads now, but back then it was fun.
This is what you think
Wow,
of
this
when you
is-
think of
This is
Australia?
all I know of, dude. Was that? And wait, who's your fucking national hero over there?
Oh, Steve Owen.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Steve-
a much better representation.
Well, he was my. Actually, it was around the same time as this movie. Honestly,
Yeah.
I was gonna say him and this movie. All I knew about Australia.
Really?
Yeah, still to this day.
There's not much to it though.
You have taught me a lot though.
Not much.
Like,
Not much. I mean, your boy was surprised that guns exist there.
Oh, I was too.
Yeah.
Because we're told that guns don't exist in Australia.
Yeah.
Like we're told like this whole other thing about they're like, oh, they took their guns away and it doesn't work, so we're not going to do it.
Well, you can't carry one around in your pickup truck, but if you
Yeah.
want to go sports shooting or something, you can get that. Yeah.
But funny enough is that it actually seems like it did work over there. Like you guys don't have
Yeah.
crazy fucking shootings and shit like that. You know what I
once
mean?
every 10 years or something. Yeah.
So the argument is kind of doesn't hold up.
Yeah, but I don't think it's not apples and apples. Australia's
Yeah.
a different place. Yeah.
But yeah, we're told you guys don't have guns, you can't have guns, all this. But then you were telling me that for hunting and target shooting, I guess.
Skeet and stuff.
Some
trap.
skeet.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's like,
And it's actually super accessible. Like, I mean, you can, without any license, go down to a range and pay $25 or whatever, and they'll give you a gun. And
yeah.
yeah.
The only thing you can't do is have a handgun with you. You know what I mean? Like
yeah.
that's a big
I mean,
thing.
that's the coolest looking one, unfortunately.
Yeah, a lot of people love handguns. Yeah, I like long rifles. I feel like more, but handguns are cool. It's definitely part of American culture, I guess, at this point. And I feel like it's getting crazier now because it used to be like areas like this, there'd be no guns really,
Yeah.
but now it's like it's like growing.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Well, Americans are very passionate for a lot of things.
Yeah.
And that's reflected in drifting too. I was saying to you at the track the other day, just the size and scale of everything and how much effort is in every car.
Yeah, I remember you talking to us about that, and we were kind of like, it was like a mixed answers when you said all that. Like they were like, well, but I kind of agree with what you said. It's like everyone goes really hard with drifting, and they like put their all into it. So
Well, Americans are not afraid to stand out.
yeah,
Australians are not. They're definitely afraid to stand out.
and it's kind of like
Generally.
in the culture.
Yeah. We have very much like we call it the tall poppy syndrome.
Okay.
Like the tallest poppy gets chopped off.
Okay.
Like anyone that stands out or anyone that's too successful
Yeah.
gets a little bit brought down, like knocked down.
And
so
I've-
it's actually not necessarily a positive thing,
Yeah. Yeah.
but it definitely lowers the me aspect of, pursuits like drifting.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've heard that. Like I remember I told you I heard that about England too. The same thing. They said like people, they don't like it when people try to be the best or
Yeah.
like, I don't know, flaunt it, something like that.
It's probably why all the good entrepreneurship comes from here and not
Yeah.
from us,
Because it's like literally,
Yeah.
you're kind of told to do that here.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, you shoot for the stars. Like, do whatever you want to do here.
Yeah, and that's why it's like, for us, when we're consuming drift media, which is pretty dominated by America these days, a lot of it sounds very individual. People like, you'll ask someone about drifting and they'll very quickly switch across to be like, I just want to drive the best, the fastest, the biggest backy, all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
And like we have people like that for sure, but the average Australian doesn't think that much about I don't know. It's a little bit more broadly focused.
I think I might be a little bit Australian in that aspect because I don't care about being the best at drifting.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean? I kind of like just blending in at a drift event, you know, and just having fun.
I think the moment that I could like tandem without spinning out, I was like, okay, I'm done now.
Yeah, we're good.
It's kind of like, you know, you went to the gym, you lost a little bit of weight. It's like, do I keep going and become a bodybuilder? I was like, nah, man, I'm good here.
That's a really good example. Limitless Autofab is a fabrication shop and retailer located in Illinois. They produce bash bars and catch cans for a bunch of popular models in the drifting community. Limitless bash bars are honestly the industry standard right now. Fabricated from 1.5-inch mild steel tube, these bars are designed to take the impact of light collisions in order to avoid or minimize damage to your vehicle. A must-have for drift cars. Their bars also come with jacking points and optional license plate brackets, so everything you need is right there from the start. Limitless Auto also sells catch cans for a handful of specific models. These cans are built in-house and chassis specific. We have used these cans in the shop with great results. The guys over at Limitless are on social media, so make sure to check out their Instagram and give them a follow. They post photos of all the drift cars using their products from Front Street Drift Club to Animal Style. If you are in the market for a bash bar or catch can, make sure to check out their full product line up on our website, FactionMotorsports.com. This podcast is sponsored by RAMSTEAD MFG. They sell an easy-to-use wheel fitment tool that is a massive game changer for any shop or enthusiast looking for an easy way to check their wheel fitment. With their user-friendly tool, you can check diameter, width, and offset before you buy your wheels. Gone are the days of ordering wheels and hoping that your math was correct. Just throw their tool on your wheel hub and dial in your specs to see if your dream wheel clears your coilover and fenders before committing to the purchase. Not only can you check wheel fitment with their tool, you can use it to check suspension clearance as well. This is really great for drifters who are always changing wheel lock and adding angle to their setups. Now you can see if those new suspension arms or tie rods will clear your wheels at full lock before going out and destroying your new wheels. Another feature is that you can use two of these tools together to measure track width from the wheel center line. About 20% of RAMSTEAD's customers purchase two tools at once so they can measure track width for various wheel and suspension setups. I recommend this product to the everyday enthusiast and most importantly, shop owners that need a way to size wheels for customers so that they know they are getting the right specs before ordering a brand new set of wheels. To get more info, head on over to RAMSTEADMFG.com. And if you'd like to purchase their Wheel Fitment Tool Pro, we are now carrying them in store at Faction Motorsports and FactionMotorsports.com. Yeah, I don't know. We like I was telling you this whole weekend, it's everyone's very competitive right now with drifting here, at least in my surrounding circle, I feel like. And it's definitely different. It's like a new wave of, you know how things go, you know, like styles of drifting come and go, like big country lab wings. You know what I mean?
That was what a moment in time.
Yeah, like things like that.
Yeah.
Right now, we're going through this whole thing where it's like everyone wants to be a competitive drifter.
Yeah, like the Mayhan style cars.
Yeah, like that, exactly. Which also is kind of going through a transformation right now too, I think, in a way.
Within its own world.
Yeah, it seems like, I don't want to say it, but it does seem like low cars are kind of making a comeback more in to those people.
Oh, okay.
I feel like everyone's starting to lower their cars a little bit and not have them as jacked up.
Yeah.
I'm sure they're gonna find a middle ground.
Yeah.
But
yeah, I feel like that style's become the white t-shirt and blue jeans of drifting for the last couple of years. Yeah.
Yeah. And it's just like, you know, I mean, I appreciate the cars and yeah, they rip and, you know, if you guys want to do that, it's fine, whatever. But I miss your car you showed me.
Oh,
the blue one.
Yeah, man, I wish I had a picture of the one before was better, the J one, the other one on the right there, but that's not even with the stickers and everything. That was better.
I don't know. I like the other one.
But this is what we're talking about. This was all fresh and painted, so
yeah.
It's got no soul or character at the moment.
But
it looked cool later.
You know what it is? Yeah. The D-Max body kit, dude, is so tough.
Yeah, this is D-Max too, though.
Yeah, I see it. And we don't get that stuff. Like we never got D-Max. Like you never saw D-Max.
No way.
Yeah.
I mean, I only got D-Max because I loved American drifting.
Yeah. Well, Tommy's car had it, right?
Tommy Roberts had it.
Yeah. That was the only fucking car really that had it.
And that was like, I mean,
a while ago.
You know, everyone says that, well, generally most people got into drifting from Japan. You know, they like watching, whatever. And I was a kid that grew up reading car magazines at the train station too. You know, I loved cars. Like my third word was car. You know, like I just came out like this.
Yeah.
But I was not drifting. When drifting clicked for me, it was the American cars of that era.
Okay.
Yeah, Tommy Roberts, Matt Powers,
Yeah.
Club Loose stuff, like Bad as Hell DVD.
Yeah.
That sort of stuff. Yeah.
Maybe Risky Devil too. Those
Yeah,
guys.
that was Risky Devil was they were a couple of years before us.
Okay.
So that like I think that when they released, for example, the Wasted Summer video, I
Yeah.
think we were just getting into it. Right?
Yeah.
And had the chance to meet AJ for the first time in Portland last week.
Yeah.
And I told him that I think that we didn't have many influences, but like they were definitely right up there for us.
Yeah, 100%, dude. And I kind of feel the same way. I actually wasn't as inspired by Japanese drifting either. I was more inspired by Tommy and Matt, like you said, from California. I remember that. And then I remember Chicago drift scene.
Yeah.
But they were all inspired by Japan. So it was like kind
Really?
of, yeah, like definitely. All those dudes were definitely inspired by Japanese drifting. And then I started getting into more like Japanese cars and like looking back at those, like the early 2000s stuff. And I was like, okay, this stuff is cool.
And it's really easy to fall in love with that.
Yeah.
Like it's like the super busy liveries
Yeah.
and all the little stickers and the rare
Yeah.
parts and whatnot. Yeah. It's like there's a lot of dopamine to be had when you go down the rabbit hole of
Yeah,
early
100%.
2000s Japan style cars. Yeah.
But you're like this photo of your car like reminds me of when I got into drifting. Because
Well,
like this is,
it reminds me of a bad day if you read the caption. But
yeah, you blew up a 1J. Jesus. Was that the first one?
well, people told me you could rev this to like $8.5 grand, so I did, and the rod bolt stretched and went straight into the head. So
Oh my
on
God,
the first,
dude.
like, it wasn't the first day, but like, yeah,
What were you guys tuning it with?
Haltech.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so you just raised the rev limiter?
Yeah, but it had cams and all that. And I'd been on SRs for my whole life, and everyone's like, oh, you've got an invincible motor now, and it can rev to all this,
Yeah.
and blah, blah, blah.
You're like, okay, I'm going to finally rev high now.
So, yeah, sort of found out that it wasn't to be that way. But,
Nope.
but this car, what's interesting that I should mention, this is my first drift car.
Okay.
So I bought this when it clicked, and I just had to learn how to drift.
Yeah.
I had no interest in Silvias. I had a FDR X7, which I loved. I'd had those domestic cars. To me, when I looked at a Silvia, I just saw that as like buying the best possible dirt bike to learn how to go dirt bike riding. It just
Okay.
felt like they're cheap and they work. And I didn't even want to build one because I didn't particularly like them.
Really?
I did not like, but like I had there was no inspiration in me that wanted to build any particular one. So I just looked around on the market to find something that was already set up. This is around 2007.
Okay.
And this car was Alexi Smith's old car.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So it was called Go 180 back then.
Okay.
Yeah. If you actually check out like Go 180, like a number plate, you probably see it.
How do we find
On
that?
Instagram.
No. If you just Google.
Oh, go.
Yeah,
Okay.
Just go, maybe you might get lucky. Go 180, 180SX. No.
Number plate?
Sorry, yeah, Go 180 and then new word 180SX, yeah.
Oh wait, what?
Go 180SX
Yeah.
and then
No,
then number plate, right?
That and then 180SX.
Oh,
Yeah. This should come up.
Okay, I
Got
see.
images? Maybe? Oh no, it's not there.
Oh, if you put Australian or something, maybe?
Or Alexi, yeah. I mean that's that car now with the new owner there, but
Oh, really?
yeah. Oh, there it is there. Further down.
On the
On
left?
the left, yeah.
this?
All the way
No,
left?
it's the left, yeah.
Down?
But that's not a great picture of it, but that's it there, yeah.
Oh, it's a video.
Yeah. That's a Noriaro post, yeah. So yeah, this is the car that Alexi sold to start his Japan move.
Oh, okay.
Yes, he sold his only drift car, and I ended up with that as my first drift car.
Can you
so-
click that, Malcolm? Is that a photo or is that a video?
It's a video.
I want to see if we can just see it.
Oh.
Yeah.
Malcolm, what is with you lately? And just
What? Good thing that wasn't on screen.
no, oh man,
Dude, what?
Malcolm has an obsession lately with.
Dude, it's only the PC. I mean, the Instagram on the PC. This is not my For You page, bro.
Dude, you're telling me that wasn't on camera?
No, it wasn't.
Oh, I hate you.
Dude, what?
What the fuck are you watching, bro?
Not better. Not better.
I'm out of here.
So Malcolm,
Anyway,
Malcolm keeps clicking the link and it brings up
some
fucking
thirsty videos.
some thirsty videos on Instagram.
Bro, I'm getting framed every time.
Yeah, last week, Jack, we looked up some. What was it?
Sugar Mania Films.
Well, look, that's a risky clip.
We didn't think of it.
Yeah.
And it was all porn. But all right, so you bought this car from him, and then he moved to Japan.
Well, I didn't move it. He sold it to someone else, and this other guy, I don't know, didn't touch it, and I bought it. So I had like the best possible car to start with, I just wrecked it. You know, like
Fuck.
I mean, that thing should have been put in a time capsule or something because it was such an influential piece of Australian drifting.
Yeah.
But it didn't turn out.
And
that
then
way.
we don't even know about him being in Australia. Like I feel like everyone knows of him in Japan. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's so funny.
No, he's Australian. Yeah.
Yeah. I never think about that, but because I feel like he lives in Japan full time, right?
Yeah, I think for only comes back every now and then.
Yeah.
But so this car, he drove this for his entire drifting career in Australia, and by the time he left Australia, he was notoriously good driver. So he was quite well known within the community. And then I bought this car. I put 6 engines through it, and
6?
Yeah, 4 SRs and 2 Js.
Holy
and
shit!
And then did 100 events, and then
you must have a record for just blowing engines up.
Yeah, I think I'm up to like 11 or 12 now.
Oh my god, dude!
But like 2 are rotaries. I don't know if that counts.
I don't know if that counts either.
So then it got sold to. I sold it to another guy who drove it like sort of halfway hangs. Did it quite nice, big chrome KFs and whatever. And then now it's with this guy who's mentioned here, Saxon, who's like a young pro driver in Australia, and he drives it a lot too. So I was like, that car must have done more laps than almost any 180 SX.
Like it might have more drifting miles on it than actual.
And like when we went to build the front tube front end that it needed desperately.
I saw that too in the photo.
Yeah, that wasn't by choice. That was I had a head on with one of the other drivers.
Yeah.
Which was my fault. When we like jacked it up, one frame rail sort of just like fell.
Yeah. Just
Yeah.
240. Well, S chassis in general, they are not very strong vehicles.
No.
Yeah.
Feel good though.
They feel great, but they're kind of like Play-Doh when you crash them.
Yeah.
Like things just kind of fall apart. Can you go back to the photo, Malcolm, of his car?
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, go to that one.
So if you go up and you click on, so
Go down.
the car as it is now, go down one to the left.
That.
So I turned it from what you saw in that first photo to this in 45 days. So and that is more than just stickers. I didn't touch the transmission internally, and I didn't touch the rear subframe. But every single thing in the car otherwise was changed in 45 days. Wow. I didn't sit on my couch for a month and a half.
Why were you rushing like that? Because of an event?
I think it was, so Julian was coming to visit. And I wanted to drive with him. And my JZX was down. And I thought, I think, sometimes in life you're feeling a bit boring or normal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you were just like, it's time to spice
I wanted
this
to
shit
do
up.
something stupid. I wanted to be like, let's build a car in 6 weeks like we used to back in the day.
And then this was pretty recent. So this wasn't the purple one, right?
Different car. This is Billy's one.
This is the
So this came with an RB that had been sitting next to the car for the same amount of time, 15 years, with no sump on it, on a tire at this waterfront property. Next to Billy does like fabrication as a hobby.
Okay.
So like metal dust all over it and shit.
Yeah.
And it just had like one tarp sitting on top, not even wrapped up. So
with no oil pan.
We
on
didn't
it.
know like the motor came with the car and it was kind of like this won't work. But I like coaxed it back to life.
Yeah.
Like clean it out underneath and like every day turn it over a little more and like, give it a little pat and
And
like,
that's the same one that's running right now.
Yeah. And you saw on there that we did a tarot reading for the car, for the engine.
Yeah. Is it on this post?
Yeah, I think it's the previous post, yeah. But we did a little tarot reading just to I think it came out quite good. It was like Plentiful was like the main card I remember coming out.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's amazing. It worked.
And it's still in there now, yeah.
Damn, that's crazy that the engine was sitting next to it near water with no oil pan.
Being with metal dust all over it.
But Yeah, I mean, dude, engines were kind of stout back in the day. I feel like now they're just pieces of shit.
Yeah.
But dude, this car looks great.
Yeah. So it was really fun to build that. And it would be my first time in an S chassis in 8 years or something, 10 years. I'd just been driving JZX or taking time off. So I remember the first time I drove it being like, holy shit, things happen really fast in these cars. Like the steering wheel's moving really quickly. There's just a lot happening, you know, compared to even I feel like when a JZX visually is doing the same thing, because they can snap pretty well too.
Yeah, but then nothing, not like a 240.
The inside is really calm. In the Toyota, you know.
Yeah.
Oh, that looks terrible there.
I love that turbo setup though.
It looks really nice now. Yeah, it's the genuine Gretty T67.
Yeah, talking to you all weekend, man. I really want to put RBs.
I put them on everything, those Trust turbos.
Yeah.
I've got like a small collection of them. It's like I love them so much that if one comes up for sale,
you just buy it. Yeah,
I'll just buy it.
There's a lot of people like that here too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that love those TD06 turbos, like all the Gretty ones.
Yeah.
I like this car. Like I don't care that's a still 80.
But imagine as a 180 would be cool.
I don't know, dude.
Yeah.
I think I kind of like it like this.
Yeah. Well, we can call Tweed Auto Garage and tell them to cancel the front bumper that I ordered 4
honestly,
months
you
ago.
should because I don't know, something about it. Like if you can make a sick still 80, I think like that's a good sign.
The car's actually a bit different again now, but there's no pictures there.
Okay.
But, actually, I tracked down like the original little boot wing that my old car had from Saxon, who currently has it.
Okay.
And he gave it to me, so it's got a little piece of my old car on it.
Is that is a Type X wing on there?
I don't even.
It doesn't look like it.
Honestly, I don't even know that much about S chassis, right? So I thought it was a Type X wing,
but it's not.
And Zach Denman, who has Street Carnage, a close friend, they're halfway hangs guys.
Yeah.
Right. He needed a Type X wing, and I hated that wing, and I was like, yeah, I've got one. You can have it for free. And then like he was like he'd been searching everywhere. They desperately needed it for like a big event or something, right?
Yeah.
The car must have been getting painted the next week or something. And don't worry, bro, I've got you. You can have it for free. It's cool. And then like I get it out and I look at it and I'm like, I don't think that's what it is. And I think it was like an S14.
It looks like an S14 wing. Yeah.
And I was just like, man,
But it's a Koki wing, but it's an S14.
I'm like, they still took it. I'm like, you can have it, but I'm like, this is embarrassing. I should know better than this.
Well, it's kind of cool because it looks. I've never seen one on a 180 before.
Yeah.
I don't know, dude. That car just looked good.
Yeah.
It's also blue though, and I love blue, so you could just.
Yeah, that's S15 blue, the front of that.
Yeah.
But for me, the main thing visually is the I always love doing this mismatch thing. Probably because of
the wheels,
because of those California cars back in the day.
Yeah.
They always had the race wheels on the front is essential.
Okay.
You can't have the big dish on the front and race wheels back.
So in America, it's like, well, at least from where I live, this is what it's like. Matching wheels is cool. Spare wheels being different is whatever. Mm-hmm. But it's almost cooler now to have a full set of wheels because everyone here is just like.
Oh.
Yeah.
But I think I haven't changed much of my taste in cars. Like it's, as you can see, mine looks like a 2010 American car probably. But
so it's almost like having the big chrome wheels in the back is like.
Well, that's what Matt Powers had in the Speed Hunters photo shoot.
I always just thought of it as like spare wheels, you know? Like I
like the visual weight. I like the way the back of the car looks heavier with the big wheel. To me, that looks...
And then the monoblock front.
Yeah, it looks cool. Whereas if you see it the other way around, to me, it looks...
Weird.
Front wheel drive or something. I don't know.
Yeah. That's funny, though. I never thought about it like that.
Yeah.
Someone needs to talk to Matt Powers and ask him if he...
It was probably an accident, dude, I think.
I don't know.
We're all trying to be cool. I think he was just built like that.
Oh, I can tell you one thing. I definitely saw your guys' cars back then. Like, not... Obviously, this was newer. But, like, back in the day, I probably got inspiration from your guys' cars, too, I would say.
It's funny hearing that these days, right?
Yeah.
Like, I guess as everyone gets a bit older and that, like I'm hearing it more often.
Yeah.
And I at first it was hard for me to hear it because like I'm the first to say we were not great drivers. You know, I don't think that we probably deserved the growth and what I want to call it. It's not fame, but
recognition or something.
Whatever it was in that moment, that window of time we had. So at first, when people would say things like that, I would get so awkward because I'd feel so inadequate. I'd be like, man, I was lucky to get out of second gear. You know what I mean? Like, and,
I mean, I'm kind of the same way.
But now, like I think I've become more comfortable with it. You know, because it doesn't necessarily mean like, oh man, you changed my life. It's like, well, I just liked the car. I just liked the car, and it was,
I mean, it
was a small little thing.
Dude, I know exactly what it was. It was Tommy. It was Matt. It was Tandem of Die for sure.
Oh, yeah.
Those cars. Oh, yeah, definitely. And then you guys for sure. Because I remember, like, I'm pretty sure we traded stickers at one point.
Yeah, I've still got some.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I've still got some in my folder of stickers, yeah.
That's sick, yeah. Because I remember I saw a post of yours of the sticker, and I was like, I definitely have that sticker somewhere. So
I absolutely.
That's sick, dude. I remember that.
I don't think that car has one on it, but I definitely, I mean, I at least had. You sent them to me in like an paper envelope, I remember.
Yeah, probably.
I remember, yeah.
That's funny, yeah. If I did that, that means I definitely was inspired by you guys.
Yeah, it's funny just hearing our names rattled off against such prestigious company.
Oh my God.
Those guys.
Dude, yeah.
Definitely lucky to have been along for that.
And your logo and your video, dude, that's what it was. It wasn't just like, oh, those guys can really drift. Like, I don't even know if we even cared about that. It was more like, you guys looked like a real drift club. Like, you guys were all friends. You're all having fun. Yeah. And you're just going out and drifting. And the cars look cool too, obviously.
Yeah. We were, the team was pretty big. There was like 15.
Yeah, which is sick.
And I would say that 2/3 were just local friends from the northern beaches of Sydney, which is kind of like South California style area of Sydney. Like a lot of surfing, life's pretty cruisy and easy.
Okay.
And everyone just sort of gravitated together, not just about cars so much, but we were the only ones doing it in the area. It wasn't like a you fit in, and it was just a land grab of just everyone that happened to be into drifting at that time. And then over time, obviously, some people fall off with don't drive and whatnot, and then we ended up being in this position where one of the guys, like Scott Mitchell, who make the videos,
dude, that guy's a legend.
Yeah, so he was into cars and he knew the guys, but basically he was the guy down at the local pub, which was like a nightclub. Mm-hmm. He was the photographer, so we'd be drunk as hell.
Oh my God, that's silly. That's perfect.
Drinking like cheap cocktails and stuff.
Yeah,
dancing to nostalgic old stuff.
Yeah,
until close every night, and he was the guy that took the photos. And like, I think some of the other guys knew him a bit before that, but like that's how I met him.
Was he ever into drifting too?
So he had an R31 Skyline with an RB25 in it. It was a cool car. Yeah, he's always been into cars, but I think the photography was a big thing. So his cars were always like, he would have like a wagon or something that was practical for moving gear around.
Okay.
But the reason I mention him is that was, without him, none of that would have happened. Like, so there was nothing special particularly about us. There were probably other teams that could do similar things. We definitely had an angle and we stood for something, sort of anti-pro driving, fun first, at a stretch, you call it a bit punkish type attitude.
That's how it felt. Everything you just said is how it felt.
But Scott Mitchell was there to capture it all. And he was like just learning the trade of making videos. He was full of enthusiasm and would come to everything and put together these, like, I call them like millennial montages.
Oh my God, dude.
And
those videos are like, I watched 2 the other day, but probably the night before you came, because I was like, let me just refresh my memory. Because, you don't watch these in years, and then you go back and you're like, fuck, dude, this was the video that we would watch. Like, just like if we were all hanging out in the garage, we'd put one of those videos on and just watch it for fun.
It's so cool to hear that, man.
Oh yeah, 100%, dude. Like, his videos fucking nailed exactly what we were trying to do.
He was so great, right? And he would put so much effort and love into making these videos, and we would work with him to like steer it the way we wanted. Not in like, here's the thing, right? We had like 500 followers or something, and we had no aspiration. Drifting was so small, we had no aspiration of ever monetizing anything or whatever. So, but we were really into the creative. We wanted the result. I'd grown up loving snowboarding videos, skateboarding videos, right?
That's exactly what it was like.
And I wanted a drift video. For me, my small influence on him, pushing him, would be, I want it to feel like a classic, like a forum Ice and Seven snowboarding type situation. I want cool indie music. I want it to be 50% lifestyle and fun, 50% driving, if that. Yeah. And I would remember saying to him, like, I don't want people to watch these videos and think, oh wow, they have such cool wheels and their car's so low.
Yeah.
I want them to watch the video and want to go on an adventure with their friends.
Yes.
You know, whether that's, I don't give a fuck if that's drifting. You know what I mean? Like that could be go hiking or BMX riding or something.
Yeah.
But I wanted it to be like, because when I watched those snowboarding videos, that inspired me to go drifting. So I thought I always wanted for Hit and Run to have this brand which would sell excitement and enthusiasm for spending time with friends and doing something silly.
Yeah.
You know?
Dude, you guys fucking nailed it.
Well,
So,
at the time I didn't realize that, but now, yeah.
oh yeah, 100%. But so did you? Obviously, he made the videos. He's a creative, but you would say you had a big part in direct.
I wouldn't take away from him like that.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I know.
but I definitely would give my feedback.
You
and
gave-
stuff,
yeah, you gave him
and
your
so would
feedback.
like say Josh Woods, who was the main guy who started the team.
So you guys were probably all like in the same mindset.
Yeah, we'd work with him. Yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. That's so cool, man.
And Scott naturally was just great. And I would always say to him at the time, not always, but I remember saying to him at the time, was like, we're gonna one day this map, your videos might be all we have left of this
Yeah.
time, right?
Yeah.
So lucky. Imagine, because everyone lives like a golden era of their life, whatever that might be,
Yeah.
college or sport or whatever. We were so lucky to have someone filming ours.
Yeah.
Like we'll always have that, you know.
Yeah, dude. I feel the same way sometimes with like some of the videos we have. I'm like, thank God, man. Thank God Mike Koziel and the other guys were like around filming for us, because I think exactly like you do. It's like in 10 years from now, we're gonna want to be able to look back on that, you know.
But you're so when you're that young, you always think your life will be so different. So I'm like, I won't care about this in 10 years. I'll be like
Yeah.
an astronaut or something, you know.
Yeah.
Turns out it's just I'm the exact same guy.
I feel like around our age is when you start realizing like obviously the 30s are still good.
Yeah.
Like they're fun, but you start realizing like, okay, I'm getting older. Like I hope I have some of these memories to hang on to. And luckily we do, but you know, you don't want the party to stop, but it's like, you know,
I think what it is, it's also more recognition that this is it. There isn't going to be another version of me after this.
yeah.
You know, I think back then when I was doing this drifting thing, even at the peak of Hit and Run, I didn't really identify as a drifter because I was 25 years old. You know, I thought I might do whatever else.
yeah.
But then now I would say in a really nice way, I'm a drifter. You know what I mean? Like this is the defining pursuit of my life. You know, this is the primarily driver of my friendships and connections.
Yeah.
It's the main source of my good mental health. You know, it's a lot of things that I'm proud of in my life come as a result of
Yeah.
adjacent to drifting. So I think that later on, that's what that clarification comes, you know?
Yeah. Cause when you're younger, it's kind of just like, oh, well, this is something I'm doing,
Yeah.
but it might not be,
Forever.
yeah. You know, but I don't know. So we're going to just link the videos like at the end of this podcast. Cause dude, people need to, the new generation of drifters need to see these videos because these are the videos that created all of us, like people my age. Like,
Yeah. There's so much fun as well. So lighthearted.
Yeah.
No, when I say that, I'm not glazing our own ones. I mean, that era of video was so unserious.
I mean, even the animal, remember the animal style?
yeah.
I think the parking lot one was a little later, but it was still the same vibe.
I think the parking lot one had a massive impact
it was huge.
on drifting. I think
Yeah.
a lot of people started drifting because of that video.
A lot of people, doesn't Carl say that too, Malcolm? Remember he would, he would bring up that parking lot video, like when because he's like, if we're the second wave of drifting, he's the third wave of drifting in the US. So it was cool to get his perspective on some of this stuff. But yeah, he would bring up that parking lot video. Other people we've talked to would bring that up. I'm like, okay, yeah, I could see that. But I bet if you talk to Julian and Ryan, they would be like, your video is probably inspired.
Yeah,
to do
but
that.
they're the most humble people.
Oh, yeah, of
to
course.
walk on this earth. Yeah,
Yeah,
so
those guys are awesome too. But like,
they've been very, very welcoming.
yeah,
For us. Yeah, and I
they're
think to many people.
all the animal style guys are amazing. And they live in the best part of the country, honestly, for weather wise.
I went to that, Northern California.
Yeah.
2 weeks ago. We stayed with them.
How was that whole thing?
Man, it's unreal. Part of America, isn't it?
Yeah,
It's like heaven.
I love. Honestly, I love all of California. Like I love Southern California, but I love Eastern California, like the desert, and then going up into what is it with those big ass trees?
The
Sequoia,
redwoods.
yeah, Sequoia National Forest.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking crazy. Oh, I'm surprised me and you never talked about that. Sequoia National Forest is
That's the wide trees, right?
yes,
Yeah.
dude. You go there and you're gonna feel like you're on another planet.
I'd love to see that.
Insane. Like that was, if I had to say, like the only place I've been that made me feel like I was on another planet completely 100%, it was that forest.
Really?
Dude, you get there and you're looking at natural stuff that looks like it's way out of this world.
Yeah.
Like,
I felt that. I rode a push bike. I borrowed a push bike from Palmer and rode to the redwoods last week. And that was just like, I got vertigo.
It's similar.
I walked in and I'm just like, my little Australian mind can't comprehend the height of these.
Yeah. And then you're like looking at the trees and you're like, dude, these trees are older than like fucking, like some of them are like, I believe they're possibly over 1,000 years old, some of these trees.
Yeah.
Some crazy.
I think even more than that. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm like, what?
I know.
It blows my mind. But then like those big sequoia ones, some of them would be knocked down in the forest because I went hiking through there. And it would be like, dude, if one of those trees falls down, you're not getting around it. Like,
oh no, I think a much smaller tree than that's going to be the last tree that falls on you.
Yeah, but like it's just crazy. Like it's, if that falls in the woods, it's like that is a big problem. Like you can't just cut it up and move it. It's huge.
You got to play it where it lands.
But yeah, California is beautiful. It's like it's got everything. They say it the best. They always say like you can go to the beach in the morning and then you go snowboarding in the afternoon. You know
there's a lot of cool cars around there, man. Like I remember like when I'm riding this push bike to the redwoods, and I remember thinking like in my head being like, every fifth car on the road is something worthy of a second look. You know, like it's like some cool old truck on its original paint, or it's some like hot rod, or like there was just, or like it's a cool 4Runner, or like you know, not saying something that sets the world on fire, but with personality. It's like
everything there is just cool. The car community is very, very big. The car culture is very big in California.
In that one ride home, I thought I'm going to do a little thing just for myself and take a photo of every cool car in a front yard that I see. I just thought it might be like a, you know, just the things you do when you travel and you're just trying to pad out a day, you know?
Yeah.
And I stopped after like 6 cars. Like I'm sick of stopping, you know, like cool old trucks and stuff.
Yeah, like it's too much.
I ended up actually. One guy though I rode past and he had like a 73 F truck in his front yard. All like he was out there working on it. So I just rode down his driveway and I just went straight up to him and I was like, mind if I look at your truck? And then I just chilled there for half an hour chatting with Dale about his F-250.
And he was a nice guy?
Oh yeah. He was very happy to talk about it.
You do that in Jersey, they'll probably just like be like, get the fuck off my property. Who the fuck are you? But yeah, California's they're nice people over there. It's definitely different. So now you're in New Jersey. Now you're on the East Coast. I say you're on the best coast, but
it's been great here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's awesome. I was like, we got to do, when you got here, I was like, I didn't really think about it in advance, but I was like, as the days went on, I was like, we have to do fucking everything that makes New Jersey.
Frank, you were not sleeping. I'm like, it's going to bed at 3 o'clock in the morning every day, and then up and doing things.
I know, dude, but it's like, there's only so much time.
Yeah.
You know, so we got to just make the best of it.
Yeah. But, so like here I am, and like the camera's probably on me, one of them, and it's like I probably look not like shit. I wouldn't say because I'm working on my self-esteem, but like not at my best. You know?
Yeah. No, you look fine. But, it has been. We're a little run down. I would say. This weekend was, we were going to sleep at like 3 a.m. every fucking night.
But like that first night, we went to a gig at the Stone Pony, which is a bucket list thing for me.
Yeah.
And then you're like, let's get a feed. And I'm like, yeah, I'm hungry as hell. Let's do it. And I thought you meant like just there. And you're like, nah, we'll go to this halal chicken or whatever it is. I'm like,
halal guys.
I'm like, that sounds great. And then before I know it, we're in Manhattan.
Yeah. Driving
through Times Square on the same night.
And I'm glad my buddy Brennan was there too, because he's a New York guy now, so that was fun. We were gonna go to a bar, but then it was like, you know, it's getting later and later. We got all this fucking World Cup traffic.
We got home at 3:30 or something.
Yeah, that night was the worst one. Yeah, we were out late. You fucking killed that food, man. You ate that.
Yeah, I'm a big eater.
Oh my God, I bring people there and they usually can't even finish it.
Yeah, I mean, you went home and made waffles though, so don't.
Well, I'm a little. I got problems. I got personal problems with eating. This podcast is sponsored by AG1. Summer means longer days, full calendars of track events, and a lot of time away from home. AG1 is the one thing that stays constant during these hectic days. AG1 is the clinically backed daily health drink that combines a multivitamin, pre- and probiotics, superfoods, and antioxidants into one deliciously simple scoop. Their travel packs make staying on your routine even easier. It doesn't matter where you're starting your morning, AG1 can come on the road with you. I've been taking AG1 for a few months now and notice improvements almost instantly. My gut health has never been better, and it is the easiest part of my morning routine. Just one scoop with 8 to 12 ounces of cold water is all it takes to keep you on the right path to improving your health. It also replaces the need for a multivitamin, which helps simplify my routine. Go to shop.drinkag1.com/faction to receive a free AG1 travel pouch plus 7 free AG1 travel packs in your welcome kit with your first AG1 subscription order while supplies last. Link is also available in the show notes. So don't worry about the constant travel, hotel rooms, and late nights this summer. Grab yourself some AG1 travel packs and keep your health your top priority. We are super excited to be working with Wrecked Magazine. Wrecked has been capturing the best moments in drifting since the mid-2000s. After a long hiatus, they have recently been brought back from the dead with the best people in the industry leading the charge. The first couple issues have been nothing but amazing, and after speaking with these guys, I can tell you it's only going to get better. Now, I won't lie, a print magazine being brought back to life in 2026 is a pretty risky move. It's a dying industry with video content and social media flooding the market, but nothing beats the nostalgic feeling of print. It's always been the best way to get a glimpse into the automotive scene that you're interested in. Automotive magazines were the reason some of us even got into cars. To this day, I still have all my magazines from high school, and it's so cool to be able to go back to see how the culture was during that specific time. And to have a US-based magazine that's just focused on drifting is unreal. They have tons of information in the first 2 issues that I've been reading through. Everything from event coverage, specific vehicle articles, driver profiles, shop tours, much more. Even the ads are cool. For more info, or if you are looking to subscribe, head on over to wreckedmagazine.com. They got a bunch of other cool stuff on there as well. We are in the middle of trying to get some of these to sell here at the shop, so hopefully in the next few months we have them here to at least check out, or if you want to purchase them. But yeah, we did that. What else did we do? Next day?
I don't know, but then yesterday?
They're kind of blurring now.
I don't know. We went to the track yesterday.
Yes.
Which was a lot. The track's that's always a big day.
Yeah.
Really cool. Met a bunch of cool people.
Yeah, you got to see Raceway Park for the first time.
Which was seeing like the
Club
Club Loose things.
Yeah, the Shanty Mansion. Yeah. And the bar. I wish we could go in the bar. That would have been fun.
Yeah. And yeah, just seeing it though. Seeing the track.
Yeah.
A big one. And everyone was super welcoming. People are very friendly here.
Yeah. I'm glad to hear that because we don't really have a good reputation for being friendly. So it's nice to hear. It's nice to hear that. Yeah. I don't know why.
Maybe it's drifting is probably a pretty good. You know what I mean? You're not
exactly. Yeah. The drift culture is kind of a bad example of the whole Northeast because everyone in the drift culture is kind of nice.
Yeah.
And they're kind of welcoming.
I think that when you meet other people and they also do such a strange little silly niche thing for so long, it's kind of disarming a little bit. So I'm very nice to anyone else that's been doing this for a bit, even if I've never met them or heard them before,
Yeah, it's like you almost know them a little bit because they're a drifter.
Yeah. Or you got some respect. They've been through some shit. You can't do this for a while without going through it.
Yeah.
So we did that. Then we went shooting.
Yeah. We went to Pennsylvania, so you got to go to Pennsylvania.
And New York and Jersey.
In one day.
Yeah. And we went shooting, which was great. With
That was fun.
Alex from Front Street.
Yep.
And then we went to the Toge.
We went to the Toge.
Which was probably the scariest passenger experience of my life.
So our listeners know Johnny because Johnny's on the podcast a lot. Great. Yeah. They don't know exactly where the location is.
I didn't know Johnny.
Yeah.
I didn't know nothing about him.
Yeah.
And I told you, look, I'm a nervous passenger. And you said, you'll be fine, get in.
And then you get out and you go, you never rode with him? And I go, hell no, I never rode with him. What are you, crazy?
I felt so betrayed. We were in the air twice, like airborne.
Yeah.
On the Toge twice.
So what was the moment you said all you hear him say was jump or something?
Yeah, we were like, it was, I don't know. I was something beyond scared. You know what I mean? I'm not, we're going, I don't even, I think he wouldn't be going any slower if he had his eyes closed. We're going that fast. And then he just quietly under his breath just goes, jump. And I'm like, it was like a movie. I was like clocked and I'm like, what? And before I even thought what, I feel my stomach lift and the revs go,
Oh my God, dude. This, for people that no one knows really, but this road is like a crazy mountain pass over here. And I I've been there before. Like, obviously, I've been driving that road my whole life, but I don't drive it every fucking night.
Yeah.
Johnny drives that road every night for like 4 years. So, like, he knows that road like the back of his hand. So I could only imagine the speeds that you hit through those corners in that car. And we drove up the mountain. He lost me, of course. I was in the Z. I wasn't really, I wasn't trying to prove anything, but I was driving pretty fast. And then I see him turned around and I catch up to him. First of all, you probably saw how long it took me to.
You were like 45 seconds later or something.
Yeah. Like probably over a minute later. Yeah. I get there, turn around, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try to stay on him a little bit. So we start going down. Second turn, he's gone.
Yeah.
I can't even fucking see him anymore. I'm like, fuck, dude.
I wouldn't get back in that again.
Yeah.
Like
I knew you wouldn't, but
I'm glad I did.
I was like, Johnny's been doing that so long and he loves that car more than anything on the planet. So I was like, in my head, I was like, nothing's going to happen to you.
Well, the moment that it clicked and I decided I had to get in is when I heard him say that he spent years setting the car up for this course.
Yeah.
And to me, that sounded like such a special thing that I couldn't miss that.
Yeah.
To be with someone who's tuned a car just for one tollgate pass.
Yeah.
And that's it. That's what this car exists for.
Yeah.
It doesn't exist to also drive that one and do a bit of circuit. And this car has been heart and soul has gone into, and I was like, if I've got the opportunity to sit in that passenger seat, I've got to do that.
Yeah.
Right.
That was like, when I heard him say that to you too, I was like, in my head, I was like, he's not fucking around either. Like, this is literally all he does. Yeah. So, and we were telling you kind of like the culture up there. It's like, they go there super late on the weekends and there's like a little group of them and they just have fun up there, Yeah. And it's pretty safe. They're pretty safe about it. The guys that are there all the time. So
yeah, from what I think when you're that fast, from my impression being in the car like this, and this might sound so 101 to people that do this sort of driving, but I'm just a drifter, nothing else, right? It felt like he wasn't doing any thinking. There was no decision making happening whatsoever. It was just mind muscle.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was it. So actually, I can imagine it was quite safe in that way.
Yeah. Like he wasn't pushing it. I told Jesus today or something when I got here, and he was like, well, he was like, Johnny doesn't push it past what he is comfortable with because he doesn't want to fuck his car up.
Also, he's me up.
Obviously. But like he does, so I was like, yeah, you're right. It was the best person to have you go with. I'm glad you got that experience. That was kind of out of nowhere too. We were like, we didn't think that was gonna happen, and then he calls. We talked to him, and he's like, yo, I'll meet you there right now.
And then that wasn't where the night ended.
No. Yeah, so we got to do a little bit of street drifting before the night ended, and I was not feeling comfortable either. So it was just
like one run turned into 3 or 4.
Yeah. It's like one of those things where you do it, and then you're like, this is not how we're going to end the night.
You were a different person after that first run.
Oh, yeah.
There was I've been riding with you all half the last week or whatever, like, chatting with you the whole time.
Yeah.
There was a different guy, like a whole different energy coming out of that driver's seat after that first run.
It was like, okay, we have a mission now.
We're going back. Yeah.
It was a fun time. Yeah. I'm glad you got to experience that. Like I said, I didn't plan this whole trip. All we knew, like, we both love the same band, the Messengers.
My favorite band.
Yeah. So it was like, all right, you're going to come out. We're going to see a concert. We're going to hang out.
Yeah.
And then as the weekend went on, I was like, fuck it, dude. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's just show him everything that like makes New Jersey fun.
That's what this last 3 weeks that I've been in the States has been like.
Yeah.
I've been in Europe and then needed to get out of there just to get some more days back on my visa because you can only spend, same as if you're American. If you're Australian, you can only spend 90 days there out of any 180. And I want to go back next month, do a bit of driving. So I was like, it's too far to go back home. And then I was chatting to Palmer and he was saying, just come sleep on my couch and we'll just do non-drift things. We'll just hang out. I'm like, that sounds lovely. And then I spoke to you and this concert came out and that was just too good to miss.
Yeah, it was too good of a coincidence.
But I'm Australian, so like I didn't really comprehend how far away North California and
I had a feeling you didn't understand.
New Jersey is.
Yeah, you were like, oh, I'm gonna be hanging out with Palmer and then like I'll shoot over. I was like, okay. I was like, I don't know.
I mean, I've been here before, don't get me wrong, but
because in my mind I was like, if he takes a car and drives here, first of all, that would be an amazing trip.
Yeah.
But I was like, I don't know if he knows how long that's gonna take him. But then you ended up just flying and I was like, all right.
Yeah, so it did that. I had an absolutely magic week with Palmer and Laura. and all the animal style
Yeah.
guys.
PJ met you out there.
Julian, and then PJ came out for the weekend because I've been chatting to him, and then he and I did this road trip up to Portland.
Sick.
Man, so sick. Rode up to Portland along the North Californian coast, which he'd never done either. And we spent like 5 days doing it, just stopping at I think it was 5 days, no, it was 4, stopping at little towns and stuff. Made it to Portland, and then hung out with, Matt Panic?
Yes. So I know, I've definitely met him, but I probably met him in like Final Bout 2 or something. You know what I mean?
So I didn't know him, and Palmer had spoken to him and just organized. Basically, he messaged and was like,
Yeah.
I'll take care of you in Portland. And then I got there, and he has I don't know if you remember, he's a great guy, like a really interesting guy.
Yeah.
And he is more or less like, all right, you're here. It's like 11 o'clock on a beautiful sunny summer Portland day, and he's like, right away, he's up front. He's like, I love my city, and like I got to show you. Basically, he wants us to love his city too.
Yeah, that's how I feel too. It's
Yeah.
like that's what happens when you find someone who really likes where they live.
And he's like, all right, do you want to know what we're doing today, or do you want it to be a surprise? And I'm like, that's like, you speak in my language, please just make it a surprise.
Yeah.
So he rattles through a few questions. He asks us, like, I'm going to ask you a few questions, and based upon that, we're going to decide what the day is like. But I'm not going to tell you what's happening. And, he's like, dive bar or wine bar. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
For PJ and I. And then he's like, like punk show or drag show. And then he's like, I don't know, like comedy club or strip. I don't know, all these things.
Yeah.
Right? And we fire it off, and he just sort of thinks for a few seconds, like, all right, I got it. And then like the whole day was mapped out. Like he just came up. He only heard of us the day before or something.
Dude, that's a great host.
Man, he took us on his. It was all a surprise. We were on his boat all day. Got a full tour of the river, like up and down.
Yeah.
Portland, saw the second biggest waterfall in America, which
isn't
that big.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
It's Niagara Falls, I think, is.
Technically half of it's in America, I think. Yeah.
And on the way there, he didn't even tell us anything else. So on the way there, he just like goes, "Oh, we've got to get someone else." So we pull up and we arrive at AJ from Risky Devil's house. So I'm just like, oh my God. Like in drifting, like I do definitely feel the weight of when I meet people that have had some kind of an impact, right? And I was like, whoa, like meeting someone from Risky Devil is kind of not something I was ready for today.
Yeah.
Lovely bloke. Had a really nice time.
That's
and he
awesome.
came with us. And then so the 4 of us spent the whole day on the boat. And then we left there and went to like bar hopping, all the rest.
Yeah.
Really late night. It was wonderful.
And then you flew out that morning, right?
No. Then we got in the car, one of the worst hangovers of my life, and drove to Seattle.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then hung out with like Aaron and co.
Yeah.
So like the whole thing is was just like and now I'm here.
Yeah.
And like alone what you've shown me, that would be a wonderful trip that'd be worth coming here for. So you got to think like I'm on for something that's very unplanned.
Yeah.
This is the best example of how incredible the drift community is.
Oh yeah, that's awesome to hear too.
Yeah,
that's he sounds like an amazing host to have those 3 questions and then have the whole plan.
Yeah,
like
it was very
plan.
theatrical.
Yeah, I love that. Malcolm knows how I am though. I try to do as much as I possibly can in basically not enough time. Yeah. And that's kind of what we've been doing for the last 3 days. So that's just kind of how I am. Mm-hmm. Like even on trips, we go plan something. I'm like, oh, we can do that. And Malcolm's like, we can't do half of that.
I'm picking up though that everything is happening very quickly in Jersey.
Yeah, for sure.
There's not a whole lot of patience here.
There's no patience. Yeah. You saw my patience was tested in the parking lot across the street. That was dude. Bad drivers are like it drives us nuts.
Do you think this is reflected in the nature of New Jersey drifting?
Good question. I don't know, Malcolm. How do you feel about that question?
I don't think so.
I mean, if you look at Carl, maybe it is. Carl's always rushing to do something. I feel like,
Yeah.
But that's Carl.
Well, I guess so, because when you go to Club Loose and everybody complains like, oh, there's no track time. Like you're always waiting in line. I can't never get any laps.
Yeah, maybe.
But in reality, you are getting a lot of laps. And you just have to wait 2 minutes.
Yeah. Malcolm's an outsider looking in, so that's a good opinion on that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I would say in a way. Because
the reason I ask is I always like that. Seeing you apply this one thing drifting to all these different, it pops up all over the world.
Yeah.
And each version, each place has its own very like slightly massaged version of the one drifting culture.
Yeah.
Which is impacted by its local area.
Yeah, definitely.
The cars they drive, the styles of the cars they drive, the reasons they do drift. Like if it's more competitive or more relaxed or whatever,
And it's almost like, you wonder if it's just the culture overall in the state. Yeah.
Yeah. It's really cool. It's actually one of the best things about traveling and drifting.
Probably, I mean, I can say like off the top of my head, like Midwest drifting. Remember how I told you about Midwest drift? I think we spoke about this, but the Midwest in the US, that's where like a lot of the style comes from. Like the Risky Devil and Proceed and all those dudes, like they had the low Japanese inspired cars and all that. They had a very specific style. And in the Northeast, it was more like about the driving and less about the way the cars looked. Mm-hmm. And then California was like a mixture of both. That's what I always say. But like, and that might have something to do with the culture in the areas as well. I don't know. Like the Northeast is very fast paced. So maybe we just don't give it, a lot of the people just don't give a shit about how.
Yeah. And I was getting the rundown yesterday, the track, about a bit of what it's like to drive with Club Loose guys and whatnot. And they're saying like they will tell you suck.
Oh,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
They will tell you that, which is probably I imagine it's in a big
harsh
heart,
love,
big,
right?
Big
What do
heart,
they call that, Malcolm? Tough love?
But imagine it's like a big heart Jersey kind of way, right?
Yes.
But that's kind of cool, man. That it comes from this area and that's reflective of the nature of.
Yeah, you're right. Okay, that's another aspect. Yeah. That's very, very true. So yeah, I guess you're right. It is kind of mixed from the way our culture is here.
As soon as someone told me that, I had like a new bucket list item, and it's like, man, I want to get told I suck by someone on Club Loose.
You don't understand how bad I wish there was a Club Loose event this weekend because there is nothing more than I would want than for you to experience a Club Loose drift event.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? But it just didn't work out this time. I think you'll be back, and I think I will be to Australia at one point. You know what I mean? So we'll make it happen.
Yeah, I would love that.
Yeah, it's just Club Loose is very. They say you have to have thick skin to go to Club Loose, and it's all tough love.
Yeah.
All those guys are genuine people. They love drifting. They love helping the community, but they're not going to baby you around. You know, they're going to tell you how it is.
I love a team or a group that stands for something.
Yeah.
Anything. I can always respect if there's an angle or a direction that they've come together that's more than like an aesthetic of a car or a type of car.
Yeah.
You know, like a team which has a bit of something to say.
Yeah, 100%. Club Loose has always been that way. And like some people here would be scared of it.
Yeah.
And they would go to
But that's why it's cool.
Exactly. Yeah. And they wouldn't change. They'd be like, oh, we hear people like, they would try. I feel like they would try, like Matt and Tim would try to get the guys to go a little bit easier, you know, because they'd be like, yo, guys, we're getting some feedback on this shit and it's like not good. But I don't know. I want them to stay exactly the same way they are. You know what I mean? I don't want them to change anything. I think the tough love thing is a good thing. I think kids these days especially need it because everyone, at least in America, seems to get a little bit more scared of everyone else as the generations go on. So it's a really good way. Like they'll look at your car and be like, yo, this is wrong, this is wrong, this is wrong. You need to fix all this and then come back to another event and then, you know, enter faster and figure it out.
But a lot of the best drivers in this country came from
Club Loose.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah. So that's why it's like, you know, the generation that's maybe a little bit more scared of Club Loose, they should remember that and, you know, look at the history and then just toughen up, go through it. Yeah. We all went through it. Like, I remember talking to some people on the podcast even about it, and they'd be like, oh, I think I'm going to go to like a private day or something. And I was like, no, I think you should go to Club Loose. And they're like, well, I don't know, you know, this and that. And I'm like, no, you know exactly what's going to happen. You're going to go there and people are going to be mean to you. And that's what you need to go through. Like all of us went through, you know what I mean?
But it's genuine.
Yeah.
Well. Like it's not
like no one's going to kill you. They're not going to, you know, it's not like that.
Yeah.
But like, you're going to go there and they're going to be like, yo, your car's too low. Like this shit sucks. Like you're going to drift like shit. My car was too low. I didn't change it.
Well, yeah, so they didn't have an impact on you.
Didn't have an impact on me.
Because you're still on picking up low street style for life type.
But I understood what they were saying. Yeah. You know what I mean? I just tried to find my own way around it and just drive hard anyway. You know, like when me and Justin were really drifting a lot at Club Loose, dude, like one of the best things ever was hearing like, I don't know if Petty said it to me, or I think Matt Petty said it to someone else, but he was like, yo, Frankie and Justin can fucking drift. Like, and I heard that from someone and I was
you must
like,
have felt 10 foot tall.
bro, that was the best day of my life hearing that. Like, it couldn't have came from anyone else.
Yeah.
I was like, Matt Petty just said that shit? Like, what the fuck?
Wow.
Like, that's like our God over here. Like,
And that's like we mentioned at the start of this chat, and it was like, you just got to a point where you're like, I'm happy with where I drive.
oh yeah,
That was
100%.
probably it. You're like, that's it.
Dude, once I could tandem and I was like comfortable, I mean, obviously, like, you learn stuff as you keep drifting. Like, you learn different things, different techniques or changes to the car.
Mm-hmm.
And I take all that in, sure, but I'm not trying to like go to Formula Drift. It's not my goal. Like, I'm not trying to do that stuff.
Then there's a lot of other things. I mean, when I mentioned earlier that I've got no interest, but my focus isn't on getting better at drifting. What I mean by that is I'm not particularly interested in becoming a more aggressive driver.
Yeah.
Right? But I think that what I do focus on is in getting better at drifting is like getting better at dealing with disappointment, becoming a better mechanic, being more resourceful to help out people around me.
Yeah.
Becoming someone that can give better advice to young people getting into the sport. Recognizing as my age and tenure in this hobby gets to a certain point that I might have a role to play that can help other people more than previously.
Yeah.
So there's a lot to do when I say getting better at drifting that isn't necessarily about throwing it back here, man.
Yeah,
You know
exactly.
what I mean? Like,
yeah, there's like a lot more to it.
Yeah.
And that's really respectable that you think like that. Yeah, because it's not all about fucking being the best drifter out there possible.
And like, boring those people I to talk to.
Yes, I do. Yeah.
I mean, if talk to about other stuff is fine, but man, I just don't want to hear about how good someone thinks they just did.
Exactly.
Like,
yeah. That's why I'm thinking I'm kind of Australian now, because I'm realizing that's kind of the mindset down there.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's I don't know. It's interesting. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Yeah. It's like you get to a certain point and you're like, yeah, this is great, but I don't need to. I've never been a backies guy, but I should try to do that one day in a car.
Backy, I'm not. I don't mean to drag that, but that's like the.
I should try that though in one car,
especially as like Julian and Palmer and
that was their thing, dude.
And they're some of my closest friends, right? So I'm not at all. I'm just using.
And
that
the
as
front
an
street
example
dudes, like when we went to Super D, I told you about the Super D trip, when we rode across the country and all that. That was when Front Street met up with Animal Style and like drifted at their track. So then they kind of took some of that driving style back home, and like that's what
they're doing here.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So that's when everything like kind of got crazier. Like the driving style got way more aggressive and stuff like that.
It's spectacular to watch.
It is.
Like when you see one of those guys. I mean, I haven't seen
Josh
drive before, but I've watched Julian and Ryan and that drive heaps.
Yeah.
And when you watch that, and that style of car is being driven to its limit, which is a very high limit because those cars can do a lot.
Yeah.
It's incredibly impressive to watch.
Have you been to, you have been. You've been to Super D.
I went to Super D last year, yeah.
And that was at AVS?
Yeah.
Yeah. That track is sick.
I was too nervous to go passenger though.
Yeah. I would be too, dude. Yeah. That's crazy.
I think I was like, Julian was driving the V8.
Oh, yeah.
I think he had that one there. Yeah. And like everyone was going passenger, and then he or one of the other guys, like, just jump in with Julian next. And I was like, I'm very happy not to do that.
The good thing about that track, though, is that there's almost nothing to hit.
Yeah. No, I know that. And also I trust him with my life.
Yeah, of course.
But I'm not a good passenger.
I know how you feel. Yeah. Josh is always trying to get me to come in the car. And I'm like, I went one time. I went once on kart track, I think, like a few years ago, and it was fun as fuck. But I'm like, he wants me to go on like the road course and do like tree turn with him. Yeah. That's what he wants.
What's tree turn?
So tree turn is, can you see if you can find a clip of Josh doing tree turn? He probably posted it on his Instagram. Julian's done this turn too before because he came here and used Jeff Stoneback's car. So this turn is like after the bank. You remember the bank? So you're coming this way, and then you go on the bank.
And the bank, you go
straight down.
Yeah.
And then the next right turn there's a big tree down there.
Oh, okay.
So that turn you can get a lot of speed, and you can throw it backwards into that turn.
Yeah.
So
like
actually,
third gear.
Yeah, third gear. Yeah, I believe Julian was one of the first ones to do it there.
Yeah.
Which is funny. I don't know if the front street guys were. I think Julian did it, and then everyone was like, "Oh, we can fucking go crazy on this turn." Like from what I remember, but yeah, really, really cool turn at
Yeah,
E-Town.
let's see it. I want to check it out.
Mows the lawn. This is gonna be a crash.
Oh, wrong. I thought this was the tree turn. Yeah, I gotta find one.
I feel like he's got to post it. Maybe even on the front street.
Yeah, probably.
Woof.
Let's see.
Where would it be? Where would it be?
It'd be so crazy if they don't have one of these videos.
I thought it'd be pinned or something.
Because don't you? I feel like I see this video every day.
All right.
You know what they do? They just throw it up on the story all the time.
Here.
Yeah, you can look for like the higher number.
Yeah.
It's probably a big one.
Someone, yeah, you're gonna find it here because someone filmed it. I remember his trunk opened or something. Probably lower than this. There on the left, maybe. No,
No,
it's
that's
not
the one
it.
I just clicked.
Yeah.
Before. We're getting there. We're getting there.
There it is on the
this
right.
one.
You can put the sound on.
Oh, that track is so cool, man. Whoa.
That's crazy. Does he actually get out of that?
Whoa.
That was probably the best one he's
Can
done.
can I say that again?
That's like a super crazy angle for this turn.
Yeah, that's perfect.
Like the trunk, it's like a fucking air dam.
And the front wheel is just locked. Like there's no correction
Yeah.
at all.
Yeah, he straightened out a little bit there, but that's because it was just a crazy angle. But yeah, that's a tree turn. So most people just drift normally around it, but they're just trying to do crazy shit. And then when you get all of them together trying to do backies in tandem, it's like, it's pretty fun to watch.
Spectacular.
Yeah. But like, I always thought like in my mind, I was like, that would be really hard to follow. And then like, I remember going to Super D with I think they had Naoki there. They had like everyone there.
What, you drove?
I drove, but I didn't drive like that. And I only did a few laps and my car fucking broke. But I remember watching those guys driving that event and I was like, I don't know how to explain.
I said, was this
At AVS.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I remember thinking to myself like, this is awesome to watch, but I'm not going to be doing this. Because dude, the carnage, like their cars were fucking destroyed.
Like people are coming off the track a lot.
Yeah, dude. Like fucking launching their shit into the fucking sand, hitting the tire wall. The cars were fucking destroyed. And I was like, yeah, I know it's drifting, but like, you don't have to do that.
Do you know, that was one of the first things that struck me with Super D was everyone's driving this way.
Yeah.
Which is really cool to watch. But like, you see the viral reels and stuff of when they stick it.
Yeah.
But there's actually quite a lot of not sticking it involved in this.
A lot. Yeah. And obviously the better you get, like the more consistent you can
and
get.
the later in the day.
Exactly. Yeah.
People get,
That's how it
there's
seems
less
too.
of that, yeah.
But
it's honestly, it's really fun to watch.
Oh, 100%.
Because, I mean, I don't want my friends' cars to come off the track and damage the aero or whatever, but it's not boring at all.
No.
Like, it's when someone is pushing that hard and
It's kind of like
get there.
It's kind of like when you're fucking like into drugs and you're like, I need something crazier. I need something crazier. I feel like that's what we're at right now. Like, and that's AVS drifting to me, like Animal Style and what they're doing, because it's there's so much risk involved, but when they nail it, it's fucking awesome.
And those guys nail it a lot.
Yeah.
Yeah. And to be fair as well, like Adam and Joel were killing it there too.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like a lot of people were doing very, very well.
Yeah, I know there's a lot of videos. I think I watched one video from that event. I got to see some more stuff, but I love that track. Like
maybe like there was also another guy with like a E36.
Okay.
I think I want to say it was like crimson color, maybe a brownish crimson or something like that.
Okay.
He was driving very, very well too.
Do you like that track? Is that track like comparable to your guys' stuff, or
I've never seen anything like that.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What I didn't realize is when you watch, there's like a bump where they transition.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like the cars unload or they spark or whatever. It's like very exciting. Yeah.
I love when there's stuff like that on a track, like some kind of like natural little thing that helps in a way.
Yeah. I like it because my one of my all-time favorite drifting videos was there when Julian and Palmer, when Julian hits the
nitrous.
Yeah. And Shane's videoing.
Yes. Yes, dude. I love that video. Yeah. Fuck, how do we find that clip?
I think that might be the hardest I ever laughed at my phone.
Oh my God. Me too. Me too.
When he says like that, when he goes like that, nitrous worked good.
Yeah. We could find that clip, Malcolm.
That must be on
Shane or Julian? Yeah. Or maybe Animal Styles.
Yeah.
It's just them entering like at AVS and they spin out or something. This might be it. Unmute it.
No.
No, I think this is. It goes.
Oh, here we go. You need the audio though. It's got the nitrous button.
The whole Fast and Furious scene.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Holy fuck. That's crazy, dude. Oh. I think my car's faster than I thought with nitrous.
Dude, that nitrous fucking works good.
That nitrous fucking works good.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
I've never seen anyone crash into that tower
That's
before.
my favorite. It's got to be my favorite video ever. But also, I just love everyone involved in that video.
Yeah, dude. Like when something like that comes up,
Yeah.
you're just like, okay, I love drifting.
Yeah.
Because this shit is fucking amazing.
Unreal. I must have watched that 5 times when I first saw it.
I'm
yeah.
glad we both find that to be funny as fuck. Because when I saw that, I was like, dude, this is the best thing I've seen in like 5 years in drifting.
Yeah.
Like, just having fun and like doing some crazy
And
shit.
also, I love that like when you see ABS, it seems like pretty hard to hit that.
Yeah. Oh,
like,
yeah.
It's like it's not exactly in the line of fire that tower.
I need to talk to him about like what happened. Were they just he hit it and then he just
I
knocked
think
into
they
him?
touched or something. Yeah.
It looked like he just pushed into him. Dude, that must have been crazy. Like that nitrous probably did fucking work.
Work good.
Yeah, work good.
Yeah,
What the fuck? Oh my God. All right, what time is it? We gotta go fucking. All right. So before we end this, I want to see if we put up a questionnaire, but we put it up really late. So let me see if we got any questions. Oh, also, I wanted to apologize that every single person you visit here in America has a podcast that you have to go on.
I have to do 2 now.
Yeah.
You almost made it sound like it was like the price of entry. It was like
it kind of
you
was.
basically framed it like, yeah, you can hang out, but you got to do this. You know.
I was like, dude, we need to do a podcast.
At least Palmer gave me a choice.
Yeah. I'm sure Palmer's was good too. So guys, if you're listening to this, make sure to keep your eye out because I'm sure ours is going to come out first, but Palmer's was the first one recorded. So take a look at that one when
What
it
makes you
drops.
think yours would come up first?
Because Palmer...
Is that a subtle...
No. Palmer, he edits more and like releases them slowly.
Okay.
We are like, no edits, drop it the next day.
Really? This
Yeah.
comes out tomorrow?
Yeah, literally.
Oh my God.
Yeah. So we don't... That's kind of... That was our whole thing when we started this podcast. We were like... it was Carl's idea. And I was like, yeah, we could do a podcast, sure, but I don't want it to be work. Like, if you want to do it at 6 o'clock, we just bullshit. And then the next day, we put an intro and we upload it. I'll do it.
Yeah, well, this has been super nice.
Yeah.
Cool.
It's like chill.
Yeah.
You know, we don't want to like do a full
I think
interview.
I just imagine I was just back in your truck for a little bit. Yeah.
Literally just driving around. All right, let's see. I got some questions here. Oh, someone said, what's your KA24 DET knowledge?
I would say 0.
Yeah. You guys don't got that engine.
Nah,
down
man, but they're cool. I think it's nice to see local stuff being used at all.
there? Yeah, I'm kind of into KAs too, secretly.
Oh, you've got 2 of them. You just showed me.
Yeah, they're in hiding, but
There's
yeah.
people that would probably love KAs that don't have 2.
Yeah.
So I think that
It used to be like the throwaway motor here. Like, but now I think they're worth something.
Is that normal for you to pretend you don't like something? Like you're a secret 350Z guy.
Okay, here we go with the fucking bullshit.
Secret KA guy.
Now he's getting comfortable. Now we got to end the podcast. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, you know why I got the Z. I'm trying to save that chassis, honestly.
Yeah.
I'm like trying to save it from the fucking takeover kids we call them and everything else here. Like I want that car to be cool, but it's hard. KAs, I like KAs, but I don't really want one for myself. I want an SR in my
Well,
car.
I think it's cool because that's what those California cars had back in the day.
Yeah. Well, yeah, a lot of the cars in America
I
had
think
KAs.
does Tommy's cars are still KA, right?
I want to say his car is still KA, but then again, I'm not sure.
Yeah.
I hope it is.
Yeah.
Dude, Matt's car was KA too.
Yeah.
They both had KAT cars, and then Matt fucking did Formula Drift and got an LS.
The first time I ever saw one was I was in Vegas, and I had a rental car. This is probably like 2010.
Okay.
And I just looked up where Get Nuts Lab is,
Yeah.
and I just drove around there, and I met I thought I went into Get Nuts Lab, but I actually went into Ross Petty's shop.
Oh,
That was next door.
That's sick.
Yeah, and I just chatted to Ross for like an hour or two. It was a while.
Dude, he was such a cool dude in
And he was
drifting.
building some cool cars, and I saw KAs there for the first time.
Yeah.
And then I told him that I'm looking for Forrest Wang's shop.
Yeah.
And he's like, oh, he just took me around there. And Forrest and his friend called Garrett was there.
I don't know him, but yeah.
And they basically just put their tools down and just chatted to me for like 2 hours.
When was this about?
2010. I was just getting into
okay.
drifting. I was like brand new at the thing, and I just
Yeah.
thought their cars were cool. And
That's so sick,
Yeah.
dude. Yeah, Ross
so that was
Petty.
the first KA in the flesh that I saw was there. Yeah.
Yeah, dude, the Ross Petty cars, like with
Yeah.
all the colors and everything.
He
like,
gave me a Garage Bozo sticker that I'm
Yes.
still too scared to stick on anything. I still have it.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's cool. That was like a really cool moment in drifting when all those cars were there. Someone said, "What up, cunt?" Then he goes, "Hopefully this is not offensive."
I was gonna say "what up" at the front as a prefix definitely tells me that's an American. So
Yeah.
yeah.
That's funny. How does the internet I can't say this word, standardization of drift culture affect your view on the sport? How does the internet?
You mean like the internet becoming so influential and becoming so key to the sport?
I guess. How does internet standardization of drift culture affect your view? I honestly don't know what this means.
It could be. I could interpret that as the way that it's almost like globalization of drifting, like styles and trends bleed across everywhere. Like
Okay.
it's less, which I think is a good thing, like the sharing and whatnot. I actually think that the internet is absolutely key to drifting, whether it was the forum era, whether it was the blog era, which was deep,
Yeah.
close to my heart, or whether it was social media, which I took 8 years off social media after Hit and Run because I was just burned out.
Okay.
And then it was when I got back into that the fire for drifting just exploded because it's such a positive,
Yeah.
influential place for drifting, so.
I would definitely say social media is the worst part right now, though. Like, not the worst part. I would say the worst part of the three that you named, right? Blogs, forums, and then, like, let's say Instagram.
Yeah, but we wouldn't be here if it wasn't for that.
No, we wouldn't. And I definitely owe a lot to social media for this business. So I will say that. But I don't know. I read that question and I kind of think, in my mind, maybe I'm simplifying it, but right away I read it as, how does drifting through the internet, like nowadays, how does the way it looks to you on the internet, like, affect your view on it in real life, maybe? Like,
Well, for me, I'm not super tapped in with. I don't follow all the drivers and whatnot. I'm not consuming much media that's not made by friends. So I think that I get a really rose-colored impression of drifting,
and
because
that's probably the best way.
I'm just talking to you or talking to, cool people in
Yeah.
Europe that I've met or something. So yeah, I back to front.
I'm
I think
a
my
little-
algorithm's good when it comes to drifting.
Yeah. I'm kind of a little similar. I don't really dive into that stuff, but
It makes me look foolish sometimes because people mention drivers who are very
New.
significant,
yeah,
and I've just got no idea.
that's me. Yeah,
But-
I agree.
But I love that because then it gives me the chance to go, no, but like tell me about it. you know?
Okay, yeah.
And in this day and age, not many people get a chance to talk about these things because everyone already knows everything.
Yeah.
So I'm like, I come here, I don't know anything about Front Street.
Yeah.
And you would tell me about it, and I'm like, awesome. And I get to see you sit and tell me about them,
Yeah.
which you probably don't get a chance to speak to. You know,
Not
like
really.
that.
Yeah. Now
So-
that you're saying
So
that.
I think it's really cool. Like, I'm really happy with my alignment when it comes to social media.
Yeah,
and
don't
stuff.
change your algorithm. You got it dialed in perfect. I don't know what this question says. This might be an Australian person because I can't even read half the words here. They said, the game Fuck, Marry, Kill.
Yeah.
Yeah. He said, pack of Ventils.
Yeah.
What is that?
It's Portuguese cigarette.
Okay.
Yeah.
A Bafana and some ice cold super box
All right. So Bafano, this is a Portuguese.
person.
I've got a pretty good idea of who this might be.
Okay, okay.
So the Bafana is like their national dish. It's like a pork sandwich.
Okay.
I love it. I eat them every day. Ventils are also very close to my heart, both literally and metaphorically. And then Super Bock is their Budweiser. It's like their cheap beer.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
So I think I would fuck the Ventil because it's not it's not there to look out for me.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah. I'd have to kill the Bafana because, as you've seen, I can go without food all day.
Yeah.
And you marry the Superbock, man.
That's a good
It's a
call.
nice, hydrating little beer.
I thought you were going to kill the cigarettes, but I was like, I'm not sure.
An eye
Okay.
for an eye doesn't makes the whole world blind,
It's kind of crazy how, like, dude, you know so many different areas of the world.
It's the best part of drifting, man.
But like you've experienced so much. Like you keep bringing up different places, and you like this question right here is enough to see like how I didn't even know. I know you went to Portugal.
Yeah. Put a car there. Yeah.
Yeah, I know you went there, but I didn't know how much time you spent there exactly.
Like 2 weeks. Yeah.
And then, dude, Berlin,
Yeah.
fucking all the places by Australia that you go to, Bali, all those places.
Yeah. Well, that's how I think that for all of us, and this is for many people listening as well, right? When you're in the drift community, you've got this golden ticket to go anywhere in the world and not just see like the biggest restaurant or the landmark. You've got a golden ticket into the back door of that country's subculture.
Yeah.
So what I choose to do with my time and resources isn't necessarily build the best car I possibly can. I probably have a much shittier car and I'd probably drive a bit less back home because I love to go to different countries and just hang out with people and chat to them. And I don't mean like the who's who of these countries or whatever, but just go to a small event and just have a few beers with people. And that's my favorite thing to do.
Dude, it's pretty inspirational, I have to say. Like I think me and everyone here can agree that like having you around for the last weekend and hearing all your adventures is pretty it's inspiring,
Yeah. It's been fun. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And I almost wish you were more into social media so we could see more stuff. But you do a pretty good job of posting like your trips as they happen.
I like to be the class clown and just entertain.
Yeah.
I never want to. I'm trying very hard not to make it come across like like you showing off. Or
I know
something.
what you're saying. Yeah.
I've always just liked to be silly.
Yeah, it makes sense. My friend Tyler, you met Tyler Holzman at the track yesterday, but you met a lot of people that day. So, but he said World War II weekend group trip? Question mark.
Because the plane was coming over.
Yeah.
Man, that was actually pretty cool. We're at the track.
That was pretty crazy.
And the jets coming past.
Yeah. Malcolm, look up a T6 Texan. This plane flew over.
It's like a World War II training aircraft.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, the Texan was a training aircraft. But one of these planes flew over.
Oh, see, it takes him 20 minutes and he can't find Alexi's car.
And then you, what was it? A F, not a 16.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know those planes that well. F-18 maybe.
That's a new one, no?
They didn't. Yeah, something like that maybe. Those flew over.
Yeah,
like four of them. Yeah. Maybe because
because of the World Cup.
Yeah, the World Cup was going on.
Yeah, I heard him fly over by my apartment.
Oh, they were probably ripping by here.
When they did the national anthem, I heard him rip through the sky.
Oh, that's what it was. And that was about that time too.
3:00.
I wonder where they were flying out of. I always wonder that because they were flying past Newark. They were probably going to a military base, honestly. Yeah. And it was actually probably, what's that one by you, Mo? How? Isn't there one down there? Fuck, what is it called?
Monmouth.
Something down there by the shore. Yeah.
I forget.
That's probably what they were doing because they weren't really ripping, but they weren't in a landing formation either. It was really interesting.
Really,
to see
really
that,
cool to see.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm down for that.
Dude.
World War II, like an air show or something.
Yeah. Even when I was talking to you about going to Europe, I was like, dude.
When I told you about the aircraft graveyard.
Bro, not even that. When you were telling me about Berlin and all the damaged
battle
buildings
damage and stuff. Yeah.
Oh my
God.
God.
I think a lot of people hear Berlin, they think they want to party for 2 days, but there's other stuff to do as well.
Yeah. And you know me, so I would be like, where's all the artifacts? And shit?
Man. Like I said, there's like you go onto a bridge and there's like tank tracks etched into the wall from someone trying to squeeze like a
crazy.
Yeah, because the Battle of Berlin was
insane.
Carnage.
Yeah.
Right? Like, and it was in the city. There's like standing railway bridges, which I showed you a photo of.
Yeah.
And the iron upright that holds the bridge is like buckled and has holes in it from like artillery, whatever it is. Yeah.
Crazy, man.
Yeah.
Oh my God. You're living a crazy life, dude. I respect you for everything you're doing. It's definitely it's definitely a fun time. So
and it's been great to be here.
I appreciate it. I'm glad. I'm glad we made it at least worth it. You know.
And it's been more than worth it. Yeah.
Tomorrow we might go to the track again. We'll see what happens.
Yeah.
And as long as Mother Nature is on our side, maybe we'll have some fun, and then that's it.
That could potentially be the first time that I drive a car in America.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay,
I've
now
never drifted
we're
on it.
100% making that happen then. Yeah.
So I don't know how that's never happened.
I don't know how either.
But I have a very I wouldn't say it's a bad habit, but a habit of spending a lot of time with drift people, but not doing a whole lot of talking about cars.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
We had a good mix this time, I think.
Yeah.
We had a good mix. But all right, guys, thanks for listening. And we will see you next time.
No, that was fun, man. Yeah.
Well, that was fun.
Yeah, Jack is a cool guy.
Yeah, that was was that a good podcast?
Yeah, it was actually really good. Good listen.
Is that my fourth or fifth?
I think it's your third, dude.
Is it really my third?
Alone, yeah.
Fourth. Eddie says fourth. I'm going to trust Eddie. He edits all of them, so.
Yeah, because last week we had Paolo. And then before that, we had, was it Bailey?
Bailey. And then we had Rizzo before that, right? I think it was Rizzo before
Oh.
that.
Yeah, so that's it.
Wait, what do you mean? I did one with Rizzo, right?
That was before Carl.
Oh, Carl came back for one?
Yeah,
he had the farewell one.
for the
Okay, well, guys, let me know what you're thinking about these podcasts, if they're okay. I think I was more nervous than Jack when we were doing this podcast because I was like, what the fuck are we going to talk about? Which was kind of stupid for me to think because we were hanging out for 4 days straight, staying up till 3 a.m, doing reckless shit that we probably shouldn't be doing at our ages. But it was fun. It was a good time. And we played pool the other night.
Yeah, that was fun.
You guys lost twice. No, you won once.
Won once.
Yeah.
And then you kind of,
What?
Cheated.
Won? I didn't cheat. I won.
no, you sent your team. You know, we're not going to talk about it. We're not going to.
Dude, if my teammate's not there for the moment, then it is what it is.
Yeah, it's an automatic forfeit. But
no.
we're not. Yeah.
Okay.
We let you win.
All right. We'll remember that next time we play. Anyway, guys.
Anyway, everybody, we got to learn to live more like Jack. Am I right?
Yeah, I mean, he's definitely a very free-spirited person. You know?
Yeah.
He's kind of just like, every time I told him like there was a noise in my truck or something, I was like, dude, the frame just snapped. So I don't know if we're going to make it back. And he's like, hey, if we don't make it back, at least it'll be a fun story. I'm like, okay, I guess that's one way to look at it.
Wow.
Like he would just always say something like that. And I was like, okay, fuck it. We'll just keep this train rolling.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Also Palmer's podcast did get released before this one. So check his out as well. So you can get an idea of what they did on the West Coast. I'm sure they probably talked about the West Coast stuff. So check that out. And then, make sure to enter our giveaway this month.
Yes, sir. What do we got? A stopping power package.
Stopping power package up to $1,000 in braking parts for your vehicle. As long as we carry it, you will have the chance to get it. So every $5 spent on the website is one entry, and Faction Motorsports merch and products are double entries. What else?
Yeah.
We got a lot of new parts added to the website.
Oh yeah, as many of you know already, we got a new employee here. Shout out to Ricardo. He's taking charge of the website, the products on the website, the parts department.
So that means he will also be the one to blame when things don't work.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we don't need to blame us anymore.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah, so make sure you, if you haven't followed him on Instagram yet, what is this? No, we're not going to do that to him.
Fuck it. I think isn't it like Ricardo RPS 13 or something?
Yeah, I don't know. You guys can find him, but
He has a still lady. Go tell him if it's ugly or nice.
yeah, send him DMs and be like, yo, add this to the website too.
Yeah. Yo, I need this. Hit me up.
But he added over 1,000 parts to the website? 1,500?
Yeah, and he's filtering through all the categories, fine-tuning them. So hopefully our sales go up
Yeah,
on
we'll see.
FactionMotorsports.com.
Yeah, check out the website, see if there's something you need there, and let us know if there's not. But we got a lot of stuff there now. So also, the Origin container is arriving in 1 to 2 weeks.
Mm-hmm. That's the sound of the boat coming to the port.
Okay. Yeah. So we should be it's gonna be crazy, dude. Are you mentally prepared for that container to show up?
No, I'm really not mentally prepared day by day.
Yeah, me either.
Day to day, it you know.
There's a lot. Especially when your boss just takes a fucking sabbatical for 4 days and then you're just doing everything. But we're back. Hey, we're back at it, boys. We're back in the office. We're slinging parts. We're working on cars. We're doing alignment. You know, it is what it is. So check out FactionMotorsports.com. Make sure to check out our YouTube. We got a crazy YouTube going on right now.
I'm kind of excited to see that Jack at E-Town video.
Oh, yeah, that video is
That'll probably be a video I actually watch.
It'll probably come out in 8 years since Eddie's so backed up. But hey, when it does, you guys will love it.
Bump it to the front.
Yeah, bump it. Hey, you are bumping some of them to the front, right? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, you got to stay current. Fuck it.
You should just drop like 5 today, Eddie. You know.
That's crazy. Unedited, no color grading.
Well, if you do want to see some unedited, unfiltered, whatever, or raw content, check out our Patreon. We got that too. So $5 tier, $10 tier, $15 tier. Whatever you can afford, we have something for you. So check out our Patreon, check out our YouTube, order some parts from us, and if you need your car worked on, shoot us an email to schedule an appointment. Yeah. That's all I got. What about our sponsors? East Coast Drift School. Come on now.
East Coast, a great time this weekend.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we went there yesterday. We had a blast. Chris, I need to tell the story on the podcast. So obviously, we're sponsored by East Coast Drift School. They help us out. We help them out. I asked Chris if I could bring Jack down there from Australia, and show him a good time at the track. Of course, I was very thankful for this. And whatnot. And then we're going to leave, and Chris flags me down, runs over to the car, comes up next to it and goes, "Hey man, I just want to thank you for bringing him out here, and drifting here with us today." I was like, "Why are you thanking me, Chris? I just used your facility and your time and all this." And he was like, so, what do you call that?
Enthusiastic, so grateful.
Grateful. I was like, what? He's like, "I just like when people come out from like different parts of the world and they get to see it." I was like, dude, I don't think you understand how worldwide this track is known. Like everyone knows this track. Like Jack's friends were texting him when he was there, and they were like, "Dude, you're living like my dream right now. You're in." And not to mention, people know Jimmy Oaks' E36 too, all over the world. So his friend, one of his best friends from Australia, was like, "That's the car that made me get an E36, and you're drifting it at Raceway Park right now."
Wow.
Yeah, so it was pretty crazy. You guys just definitely want to check out that video, but check out East Coast Drift School at Raceway Park, Englishtown, New Jersey. If you want to get your seat time in, you're going to be dealing with the nicest person that any of us has ever met in our entire life. So it's going to be a great situation and a great learning experience for you if you want to go there to drift. East Coast Drift School on Instagram.com is where you're going to find out all the information. What else? Who else is helping this podcast out?
Thank you to Chase Bays, chasebays.com, for sponsoring this podcast. They make some great high-end motorsport products. They specialize in the fluid transfer field, such as reservoirs, hydraulic systems,
braking,
brake booster, deletes,
oil coolers.
Yeah. So check out chasebays.com. Chase McMaster, he created a great brand over the years and is greatly trusted in the drift community. You
know what Jack said about Chase Bays? He said, "Oh, that stuff's expensive down here."
Oh, really?
Yeah, it seems like they don't really get too much of it down there, but he said they used it too. So
yeah. Well, if you guys are interested in some of the best products in the game right now, chasebays.com.
And of course, RAMSTEAD MFG, they make a wheel fitment tool that allows you to figure out what size wheels can fit your car before you buy them. So check that out on our website, FactionMotorsports.com. It's $100. You buy it once, you cry once. Honestly, you shouldn't even be crying because it's $100 and I can spend that at McDonald's. But still, you buy once, you cry once, and that's it. So check those tools out on our website. That is the best-selling product on FactionMotorsports.com as well, which is pretty crazy.
Yes, and you don't want to cry when you crash your car and you bash in the frame rails. So buy some extra protection with Limitless AutoFab. Thank you to Limitless AutoFab for sponsoring this podcast. They are local to Illinois, and they make some great bash bars, handmade, made to order for BMW, S chassis, Miatas, and 350Zs also. So if you're interested in some extra protection front and rear, hit up Limitless AutoFab.
And of course, Rec Magazine, their new issue has just released. We're going to be getting them at the shop in a little bit. So if you want to buy one of those, check out the new issue on our website. And if you want to subscribe to get, a whole year subscription of Rec Magazine, you can go to their website, recmagazine.com as well, and you can get them quarterly. So some of the coolest magazines I've gotten, honestly. There's a lot of work I put into those things.
Oh, yeah.
Imagine, I don't even want to get into that. Imagine trying to run a magazine. Jesus Christ.
You got to do a lot of research.
Yeah, and you got to be up on it like constantly. So props to those guys for putting that out and giving us something to look at and remember the days that we're living in right now.
And last but not least, if you're trying to start your days off on the right foot every day, AG1 is the way to go. AG1, it's one scoop packed with vitamins, minerals, probiotics, and more to help cover those nutritional bases every day. It's fast, it tastes good, and it keeps people from pretending coffee is a food group.
Dude, coffee is so not good for you. Sorry. Keep going.
No.
I'm sorry.
Coffee's not bad for you.
Yeah, that's what people like to tell themselves.
But, hit the AG1 before the cup of coffee.
AG1 has solely kept me alive for the last 4 days. I want you to know that. I want you to know. I know they're mad that I said McDonald's before, but they've kept me going over the last 4 days of RAMSTEAD or whatever I was on. I don't know what was going on. Me and Jack were fucking out every night, but AG1 is great. Easy.
Yeah, if you're looking for an easy daily wellness habit, check out AG1. We have our link down in the description. You get some extra benefits when you purchase through there, and AG1. And once again, use our link down in the description. AG1 is doing a little promo this time around. You get a free AG1 travel pouch plus 7 free AG1 travel packs when you're a new subscriber.
You know who should use that? Jack should use that while he's traveling across the world.
Oh, yeah, dude. I
should have gave him a whole box.
I wonder what he's doing to keep up with his health through this whole
I can tell you
around
one
the
thing
world
he's
in 80
doing.
days.
He's doing 100 push-ups a day. I know that.
Wow.
So he's doing that, and he is trying to survive in America because the food here is so fucking bad for you.
Yeah. Hey, his secret might be AG1.
Yeah.
You don't know.
All right, guys, that's it. We'll see you next time.
See you next time.